Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you enjoyed a double header on Monday Night Football last night. I caught some of both games. One was a blowout. One was a great game.
Why don't you give us some scores, Jake?
The Buffalo Bills.
Oh, is this winners and losers?
Nope. That's at 7:30. This is just an update on some scores. The Buffalo Bills trounce the Jags 47-10.
47-10.
7-10.
We talked about this briefly a few seconds ago. The astonishing part. I told Steve Sipple, obviously,
That's me.
Nebraska Sports Writer of the Year.
Yes, he's right here.
Sports Writer of the Year.
Bill.
Yes, sitting right next to us. And the best part about being the Sports Writer of the Year is that you now still have to remind Ben to maybe take note of something, Ben, because he's not. And we got the Sports Writer of the Year, and you're in journalism, Ben.
Now, I want to tell you, Bill, in his defense, he's actually reached out a few times.
Has he?
I'm evaluating some of his work.
Yeah. Nice. I
and
like that.
Ben is
That's when he's
talented.
That's when he's awake. A lot of times we miss him on that. But we talked about
the Bills. The
we
Bills.
talked about that they played their twos on both sides.
Amazing.
The entire fourth quarter.
The entire fourth quarter. You just don't see that.
No.
All right, empty the bench. You don't see it.
Wow. So the Bills that good, Jake?
Well, the talk was that they were going to have a drop-off this year. No Stephon Diggs. They had a couple injuries to Matt Milano. A couple other starters defensively are out. They don't care. They don't care. 47-10. They were up 34-3 at halftime. Josh Allen had 4 touchdown passes in the game. Had to make no mistakes at all. He was incredible. The Bills are an absolute wagon right now, 3-0.
Wagon.
They are. Now, the other...
Did you hear from Jay?
Jay? No, I did not. Well, it was the Dolphins.
I know it wasn't head-to-head, but still, Dolphins lost.
Now,
Bills win.
Jay sent me a text on Sunday saying, "Are you okay, Jake?"
Mark yourself safe.
I didn't respond. He knew.
He knew.
Respond.
If I was to
respond.
respond, it'd be a back and forth of just hell for me. So I just stopped. I just let it be.
That's the best way.
Jay, I saw
Ignore
your
it.
text.
Ignore it.
I did
Maybe
see your text,
it'll go
Jay.
away.
I just didn't want to respond in the moment. But congrats to your Bills.
Yeah.
Jay Foreman, former Bill.
And Houston Texans.
Yes. Absolutely.
And the night in the game
Husker
after
great.
Yeah, Husker and
Great.
The game that was actually entertaining and competitive was the Commanders go on the road to Cincinnati and win 38-33. Remarkable game. Jaden Daniels had 2 incomplete passes in the game for the Commanders. 21 for 23.
Yeah. It was unbelievable.
Ooh.
And on the other side, just because they had a couple stops and there was a couple plays that were a little bit interesting, but obviously I'm a Bengals fan, but the Bengals played really well on offense. They didn't punt.
Neither team
They
punted.
scored every time, or they missed a field goal one time, and they lost.
0-3.
Yeah, that's how good the Commanders played.
Commanders record?
2-1. Commanders last week had 21 points via 7 field goals.
Yes.
The first touchdown pass of Jaden Daniels' career goes to a lineman. Trent Scott, his name.
Trent Scott. Interesting.
The first TD pass.
They couldn't score a touchdown the week before.
Nope.
They couldn't score.
7 field goals. That was it.
They scored a touchdown at will against the Bengals.
The Bengals defense just not.
No. I said it day one when I came in here after the Patriots lost. I go, they can't rush the passer.
God, what?
They can't rush the
Well,
passer.
in the big play of the game was that the Commanders, with the blitz on 3rd and 7, Daniels goes deep to Terry McLaurin. Beautiful pass, beautiful throw with pressure in his face. And that's basically the game-winning touchdown, making it 38-26 with about 2:15 to go in the game.
I hope Zach gets that turned around. Hard without a pass rush, though.
I don't see how they can when you're scoring that when you score every time you touch the ball and you lose.
Yeah,
that's really hard.
It's pretty rough.
Really hard.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, I understand that. And I'll tell you one thing. It was thoroughly confusing at Planet Fitness last night when the sound's down and there's 2 games on.
Yeah.
I thought, is this Cincinnati game tape taped from yesterday. It didn't
It's a
appear
fair
to
thing
be.
to ask. You think it's probably a replay. But
Yeah, it
no,
was
that
odd.
was real life.
There were
It's
two
odd
games on.
because they used to do that on the first Monday night of the season.
Yes.
They're
They would
doing
do
it this Monday, and then they did it last Monday, and then next Monday. Your Dolphins are playing, right, Jake?
Yeah, it'll be a loss to the Titans. I'm thoroughly opposed
Titans
to
are
this
0-3.
idea. Yeah, I know.
Stop it.
I think the Titans are still favored in that game against the Dolphins. That's how bad it is in Miami. I don't like two Monday night football games.
You don't?
I'm out on it. I'm out.
Why is that?
I
am too,
I've
though.
told you I prefer every NFL game to be on Sunday. Sunday at noon. All at noon.
Yeah.
Line them up all at noon. You know,
God.
maybe a couple 3:15. I don't even need night football. Be done at 6.
I don't think I've heard anything that dumb before.
No.
Bill, it's
I-
not
I-
completely
you
dumb.
won't
It is.
change
What
my
about
mind.
all
No,
What about all Sunday?
Sunday night game is probably the best game there is.
Now when
Because
your
the
team's
Sunday
playing.
night's one
I'll listen
game,
to that.
one game at one time, and also that game is always moved. So they take the best game, one of the best games. There's never a Sunday night game that's not. Monday night games, all of a sudden, middle of the season, it's like they're all preset. It's
The
like
bad
this,
ones though.
like these games suck.
I just say one Monday night game though.
Yeah.
Just one.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm with Jake on
Do-
that.
do you want
but
Thursday
every game at
football?
noon.
No.
So you want football over at 3:30 on Sunday?
I said it may.
Jake.
Okay, let me take it
Jake,
back, Bill.
Yeah,
You might wanna- you might
walk
wanna
this
walk
back
that
with
one
me.
back.
Walk
I
this
said-
back real hard, or I'm coming over there.
I said
You're
Not
gonna
sure
throw
what-
hands?
No, I'm not sure what I do when I get over there.
so.
I'm just coming over there.
With the bye weeks, there's 14 to 16 NFL games every week because you got 4 teams usually on a bye, so we put 14 games. How about 10 at noon on Sunday and 4 at 3:15? I don't need Sunday night football. I don't need it. My team's played it so
That's
many times.
still the dumbest
It
thing I've
lost.
ever
Oh,
heard.
come on.
I'm a
It is.
Scarred
guys,
fan,
guys.
Listen, I'm a Scarred fan. I don't like my team ever playing on it. They don't play on it very often.
Then
When
why
they
don't you
do, it's
just
bad.
say? Why don't you just say how it should be said? Then I want my Dolphins to play every day, every Sunday at noon.
I would prefer
Don't
that.
make all football be wrecked because of your
My
tirade.
selfishness.
Sunday
Yes.
night's fine.
Yes.
Monday night's fine.
I'm fine.
Just one game.
If we
a
have
month.
to keep Sunday night, I'd like to get rid of Monday night football. I don't need it. And Thursday night football.
I
kick
will
it to
say
hell.
this: Monday night football will drift further and further away. It does not interest me. But I
What
tell you
now?
one
Say
thing:
that again.
Monday night football
gosh.
does not interest me. Once you get to about, because all of a sudden it's going to be a couple teams, and you're going to be going like, okay, they're
They're out
they're
of it.
they're 2-7, and we're here and we're trying to get excited about Monday night football, and it's not the case. Also, when that starts to happen, Maction starts to happen.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
true.
which is Mac football on
important.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and that's incredible.
But
to
do you
me.
remember better times when Monday Night Football was a big deal?
Oh yeah, it
Better
was better
times?
times. Yeah. Oh, when you just heard the intro to Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
guys would be wearing their gold jackets in the booth.
Oh.
Dandy Don,
Andy Don.
funny. Gifford,
Gifford.
not funny,
Not
but kind of a
Yeah.
iconic figure. Cosell, liable to
The
say
voice.
something inappropriate,
The voice.
Absolutely.
but funny. The voice. Last night, quickly, idle chit chat
Okay, yeah.
was struck by a woman.
Whoa,
You were struck by a woman.
I was
You
struck.
got
no,
hit?
What happened?
I was. She
She
made
took a
an
swing at
she
you.
made an impression. I mean, get this. I had to do a double take, and she probably caught me staring at her. She was doing squats,
Oh
and she
my
had a
God.
toothpick in. Toothpick.
Yeah.
That was amazing. If you see a dude doing squats with a toothpick, you're like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You see a woman doing squats with a toothpick in, it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be impressive. I like to have seen that.
To
yeah.
be clear, she did not hit you. You said she struck you.
No, it struck
Yeah,
me
yeah.
in a, like,
we had to clear that up for people.
no,
Yeah.
she didn't hit me. There's no reason to hit me. I was at a distance. I had to do a double take, though. I hope she didn't notice that I was looking at her. But Jake, I meant just the toothpick.
Interesting.
It's gotten
That's
awkward.
It's an odd way to
Gotten
describe
awkward.
the situation here. I'll say that.
You're
Planet
fine.
Fitness. if
I
you
was
see
staring at a
Steve
girl at
just-
Planet Fitness, the way you're saying.
She had a toothpick. It was funny. It was interesting to me. I couldn't believe it. It was a wooden toothpick.
How close were you looking to see?
Yeah.
I was
It would
probably
take a lot to see that for
15
me.
feet.
'Cause for me to all of a sudden be like, hey, you have a tooth. I don't really.
I
look that
had to do a
close.
double take.
He's just standing right behind her. Looking
No, I
Yeah.
wasn't right
The
behind her.
mirror.
Were
15,
you spotting her? Were you spotting her?
15 feet.
Did you jump in for some reps?
No, you don't spot at Planet Fitness. I've noticed that. You don't do that.
Oh, I see it all the time at the gym I go
Do
to.
you?
And I'll see some guys struggling with the bench. I'm like, this guy's going to get crushed.
No, you're not. I guess you're not supposed to
Really?
because it's. I don't know.
It's the judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you can't spot somebody.
Well,
though.
you know,
That's
you
helping
never
out.
see it.
That's
No.
helping.
You never see it. It doesn't.
That was the best. Get a spot? That was the best.
I know.
How about on the bar?
Should I tell you about the guy like
on the
Finotti?
bar on the bar too? That when you lift it off for him, you're right. You want to spot you lift the bar off and
Oh yeah, or you spot for a dude you have no business spotting for.
Exactly. I'm
Like,
like,
what
hey,
am I gonna do here?
well, if this thing struggles at all, I can't get this. I have no idea how to get this off
And
of
it's
you.
very nerve-wracking.
It is nerve wracking. He's got
Three plates on both
He's got
sides.
3 plates on both
There's
sides.
no
He's
shot,
Trying to get 8, and you realize it's 6. He's struggling, and you're like, going, "This is not good."
Just put it up, man. Just rack that thing.
But you can't really say maybe get somebody else.
Yeah, you can't. No, yeah, I got you.
Right. You can't say, yeah, it'd be a terrible
You
thing
can't
to
do that one. I don't.
No, I
feel good
better
about it. Better not.
I can't even spot you.
I'm an embarrassment over
Did I
here.
tell you about the guy that's like Finotti?
Yes, the great
Was he
detail.
there last night too?
No,
Oh.
he wasn't there. He hasn't been there for a while. I don't know what the deal is.
That call up to the league, maybe. He's playing some ball finally.
He might be
He's playing some ball.
He's from the state of Washington. I don't know. He's traveling through or something.
Bill,
Ben, we're talking over here.
Young
Ben
Chad's
has
with
no
us,
idea.
yeah.
He's on his phone. He's looking at his phone. Does no idea what's going on.
Bill, anything for you for idle chit chat from yesterday?
I've got nothing.
nothing at all.
Should we talk
No.
football?
He has the nice Oilers hat on. Though.
yeah.
It's always a win.
Beautiful hat.
Nice
I do.
hat.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Ben is dressed like it's summer over here. By the way, we're
Ben's
all,
not dressed
we all got
appropriately.
jackets and pants.
Do you
in
have
here.
a hoodie or something? Do you need one?
Yeah.
You look cold, young Ben.
He's a tough Columbus kid.
I guess he is.
Columbus Lakeview.
Lakeview, suburbs,
Summer lives on. for young
suburbs.
Ben.
Oh yeah, suburbs. Absolutely.
Burbs.
The burbs.
But he has a gravel driveway.
It's gravel driveway.
Yeah.
It's true. The crunch.
Yeah.
Pack a lunch.
All right, kid, let's move.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by Renew. Call or text David at 402-833-3858 or visit renewyourauto.com. Everything there from body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, spray and bed liners, and more. Again, 402-833-3858 or renewyourauto.com. Yesterday was the weekly press conference for Matt Rule. He wasn't in a great mood, Sip, was he?
He wasn't.
We knew Friday night he was not in a good mood. It continued yesterday at the press conference.
Well, they're not tackling well.
No.
I don't know where to start with this, except there's one stat I'm going to throw at you guys
Okay.
and maybe help explain it to me. They're giving up last season, Nebraska's defense gave up 4.62 yards per play. That was 7th nationally. 4.62 yards per play. Now, Bill, in my world, I look at points allowed per game and yards per play. That's what I lean on most. So that was 7th. They were 7th last year. This year they're allowing 4.61 yards per play. So they're actually a tick better. I guess this is a matter of competition. They haven't.
Like I said, stats don't matter until you get into the big.
I didn't make a big deal of it, but I was kind of struck by
Because there's
it.
some teams that have played, some ridiculous teams already, and some haven't. Nebraska's
UTEP
wouldn't be in the middle. They'd be a little bit. It'd be lesser because I think Colorado's still a non-bowl team, probably.
Really?
Not a great football team.
Wait a second. After you watched that game the other night, you didn't think they were a bowl team?
Yeah, I don't think so. Still, it'll
Okay.
be tight.
All right.
It might be right if it is like 6.
Okay.
would be top like that. UTEP won't win a game.
They're 0-4.
Yeah,
they've
they
been
won't.
rough.
I don't. After when they lost their one sure win was probably Southern Utah, and they lost that one.
That was
Badly.
bad. That was
Yeah.
bad.
And Northern Iowa is I don't know if they even make the playoffs. I don't think they're
Northern
I don't think they're
Iowa
a playoff. I don't think they're a playoff team.
Is 2-2. Just lost badly to Hawaii.
And the two teams they played earlier, I think, were Division II teams.
Yes.
Okay.
They beat
FCS.
St. Thomas 17-14.
FCS.
I wonder if St. Thomas. I believe they might be in that non-scholarship.
FCS though.
They're not.
Okay.
There's a difference between that's like the San Diegos and Valparaiso. That's a different world that they play in.
I asked Rule yesterday, and I just was interested in what he'd say. I said, "What did the defense do well?"
Okay, got that.
Yeah, what did the defense do well
I like the
against
question.
Illinois?
Here's his response to that direct question yesterday, Matt Rule.
Brett's here all the time. Like
He's at practices and meetings.
No, that's
and stuff
not
like
it.
that.
Hang on. Okay, it was labeled wrong. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's not it.
Labeled
I don't
wrong.
know what
My
that
bad.
was.
Ben,
It was labeled incorrectly.
It's okay.
That wasn't Ben's fault. Somebody else.
I know it's just fun to say it. Just see the panic on his face.
Sorry.
Now I don't. Do
Incorrect labeling.
you have it?
No, that's what it's labeled as this one. So,
Okay,
if
so
you
He
have it,
paused.
sorry.
He paused, and he just did. It was I wasn't setting him up. I was just sort of interested, because he had talked about kind of the tackling issues. What he said is surfaced for the second straight game. So I said, "What did you do well?" He said we did some good things. He said Sierra Wright came out and made some plays, and then there just wasn't much else. He said it just wasn't what we expected. They're not playing terrible defense. They got to overtime. It wasn't like Illinois ripped up and down the field all game, but it's just not what they expected. And it wasn't. And I just go back to the stat that I've said 100 times is that Illinois averaged 5.5 yards on first down, 19 first down runs, 5.5 yards. And he said they had a lot of yards after contact. And that's the second week in a row I'm saying that. So, and we're all having this conversation in the context of they were 7th nationally in total defense last year, and people thought they'd be better because they have 2/3 of the defense back, of the personnel back. So what's going on? I don't know. I don't think Rule knows. There's some things they're not doing well. They're not, if you noticed, there's a lot of edge runs against them. Quarterback and running back are getting to the quarterbacks and running backs are getting to the edge. Again,
the big run in overtime was that exact thing.
Right.
Untouched for 19 yards.
Yeah. And the pass rushers are getting upfield a little too much, Bill. Altmaier had a key run late because one of the edge rushers just clearly went upfield too far.
It's the worst place to be in football. We always talk about that. That's why probably
what do you mean?
The worst place to be is behind the quarterback.
Yeah.
Behind the quarterback. It's the worst place as a defender to be. It's like there's no reason to ever be behind the quarterback.
God bless you for saying that.
Because contain is not like, well, I just contain him outside.
Nope.
No, because once he steps up and gets out, then you still lost contain. And so it's all about pass rushing to the level of the quarterback when you can counter back, all those things. That's over and over again. Also, you'll see it over and over again on every game where there's someone it's like, why are you 3 yards behind the quarterback? That makes no sense.
What good are you at that point?
That doesn't do anything at that point. And that's everybody. That's just not Nebraska. That's just cross.
Right.
That's just your general theme of things.
So there's that. Jake, he said the team was tight. The Illinois came in.
Okay, here's more of
with
that.
the harder edge. Yeah, go.
I think we got the right quote this time. Let's see this one.
Let's hope here.
It's like kind of everything else in the game. It's just all just a little, it's not terrible. It's just all kind of like this. And you get in these Big Ten games, again, I told our guys, it's like our narrative as a team has to be like just completely focused on this week. Because you start thinking about all these other things, you have a game like this. And Illinois, I mean, you could feel Illinois' passion for that game. They've been waiting for that game for a long time since we went there last year. And I thought our guys played hard. I have no issue with that stuff. It's just a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes. And I put that on me. That's not, some coaches come and say, oh, it's on me. No, when that happens, I'm always like, this is typically things that happen in year two. You have a couple games and all of a sudden you have this game, you come back down and you're like, all right, then teach the guys like, hey, you have to attack every game the same way in terms of your energy and effort and stay locked into the game. And then I have to find a way to get our team to, when the game gets tight, not get tight, but enjoy the battle and enjoy the competition. And I just felt really tight out there, in the second half, except for some guys. Dylan doesn't feel tight. He's out there running around. Let's go play. Some of the young guys don't, but I think some of the older guys are, kind of like this, and they start doing uncharacteristic things, as opposed to, I got Sam man, I'm just going to play him man. So I say that to say we have a good team. They have to just play well. And that sounds so simple, yet that's kind of where we are.
Yeah. The overriding theme was it just wasn't good enough. It wasn't a disaster. It's just it wasn't good enough. He did call the overtime period a debacle, which it was. Also, did you have sound on Mazuka and the Mazuka Turner Corcoran stuff?
What?
If you don't, that's fine.
On the injury situation?
Yeah,
okay.
Just go injury situation.
Well, here's the injury update, and then what more on
this would be on Turner Corcoran and Tommy Hill.
Yes, got that right here.
Turner's has a significant hamstring, so he'll be out for a while. And Tommy's probably day-to-day just based off his pain threshold of dealing with the plantar fascia.
Yeah. Now, I said yesterday it was a foot with Corcoran. I can't help that my sources aren't always right.
Hamstring.
It was a hamstring.
That's the first thing.
Don't listen to me sometimes, Ben. I'm not perfect.
When I saw the report too, I'm like, It's a big difference here. Hamstring and foot.
Maybe Rule got it wrong.
I don't know.
No, I probably got it wrong. I probably got it wrong. So he's got a hamstring, and Tommy's situation is it's just what I thought. What's his level of pain? What's his threshold? And I don't know. Bill, you've dealt with plantar fasciitis. I've never had it. Haven't you had it?
Yeah, it's extremely painful. Usually you can get it going a little bit, and then it's not quite as bad. But then when you calm down or sit down or whatever else, then you go to get up, it's excruciating pain.
Excruciating.
It's kind of in your arch area, and usually it'd be fun. It'd be interesting to see if they have to give it some form of a cortisone shot or anything. Because if you get a cortisone shot for plantar fasciitis, it will make you scream. It'll make you scream with pain. Any shot into your foot or your heel area is one of the most painful things you'll ever feel in your life.
Oh, great.
And so I've actually had a cortisone shot just for plantar fascia. And it's
Did
one
you
of those
scream?
things, and they tell you ahead of time, they say,
It's
you know,
gonna be
Bill, it's going to be something. When they say that, then they get done, they go, yeah, we didn't even tell you exactly how bad it was going to be. Some reason it doesn't. And so I don't know if he has to do that or not to help with it. And that's more to help the healing than it is for a painkiller. Not to stop the pain. It's more for the healing process. But it's a lot. But the thing that stood out in that game was that obviously as good as Tommy is, that had zero effect on the game.
No, it really didn't.
There was never a time you said, well, one of the problems is Sierra Wright's out there.
Nope.
And we're having,
Yeah,
he played very
played
well.
fine.
And so that's a positive for Nebraska fans.
What a revelation that was. I mean, Sierra Wright, he was a top 100 recruit. It obviously didn't work out at USC for some reason. I mean, he's played, all that, but the defense wasn't very good. And he moved on, and it looks like it's going to be a good fit. What else, Jake?
You asked about Micah Mazuka.
Yes.
You talked about Micah Mazuka's status going forward.
Potentially, he could potentially help us. Yeah, he potentially could. Yeah, we haven't practiced yet. I've never seen him take a snap there, so I don't know. But Lutovsky's played tackle. Kanaka's back this week. Micah's played tackle in the past. Gunnar played well, so we have a lot of things. But we have a lot of work to do. We practice again this evening, and then we have tomorrow like full pad practice. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at.
So the question was, and he might have addressed it later. The follow up was, I asked him, could Mazuka play on regular downs? He did play. He was on a field goal team, but he said he could do that again. And then he was about ready to go forward. I said, well, wait a second. Could he play on the regular line of scrimmage? And he said, we don't know that yet. He's got to do some stuff. Now, Bill, yesterday you poked some degree of fun at me because I said he was doing some footwork that would have indicated he might play some tackle. What if I said this? I was thinking about last night. What if I said it was like a kick out move?
Kick slide?
Kick slide.
Kick out.
Does that make sense?
A little more kick slide, maybe.
Yeah, he's making like pass rush movements, pass rush protection movements.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a difference between guard and tackle.
Thank
There's
you.
a little bit of a difference.
Now, I don't know. People,
and you picked up on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gunnar Gatula. I don't want people to just think that we're pushing out Gunnar Gatula. He's a redshirt freshman, and as Bill noted yesterday, he played pretty well in this game. It wasn't his fault.
I only, like I said, as far as a negative play, I only saw one. That was when he jumped off sides, and that happens. Different things. I mean,
that definitely happens.
But there was never a time in the same situation as it was at corner where it was like, I don't know what you do because the tackle situation.
No, it
I
wasn't
never didn't think that.
So now, but there's still some thought that you could play Mazuka there and keep Lutovsky at right guard. Now, what goes through my mind is you're just trying to get your best five out there, and if Mazuka can play tackle, I mean, maybe you think about it. But I guess Lutovsky can evidently also play tackle. So no, again, I'm not pushing Gunnar Gatula out of anything, but you just you wonder, especially going forward. I guess you just got to see how it looks, Jake.
You do. Now, a big part of yesterday also was, not surprisingly, was about the kicking game. A lot of
kicking game.
It's a problem at Nebraska right now. It's an issue. And there's a couple quotes. Here's Matt Rule. First question he's talking in general about the kicking situation. Here's Matt Rule yesterday.
Yeah, well, it's very hard to make decisions when you're making decisions based off of like percentages. Like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, hey, this is the ball on the 21-yard line should be like a 95% field goal made, right? And But the game shouldn't have come down to that play. So I'll say that. I'll say that for John. Johnny's going out there and he's filling in, and he's going to be an excellent kicker. He's working through. This is a lot. Like this, it's to go from like not kicking to all of a sudden you're kicking the game winner in Memorial Stadium with, the whole world watching. That's a lot, right? And to not get the perfect snap, perfect hold. I mean, both those guys weren't with us even in spring football, really. I mean, Aiden got here at some point, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like they're recent, so I appreciate them going out there. But that being said, like you're on the team, you're in Nebraska Cornhusker, we got to make these plays. And so we just have to go out. We have to make one more play. So whether that's that snap or that kick or if you go back and look at some of the routes open in overtime, like we're wide open. We just make one more block or block our guy. So, but yeah, it's tough, but that's my job. I have to make the right decision. I chose to kick it in that scenario. It didn't go in. So I have to own that.
John Holtz, who he's talking about, he's a freshman. And I remember, did he talk? Do you have sound about the snap? He was asked about the snap and the hold. You may not have it. If it's okay, it's okay if you don't.
I don't know if I have that one.
Do you have a commentary on special teams overall?
I think so.
I think so.
So there's a lot of stuff over here. So
I understand.
We're laughing, Jake. We're laughing.
We're not. We're laughing with you. It's a nervous laugh.
I have someone who's. You want to update on who's helping with the kickers now? Do you want to hear
yes.
that? Okay.
Bill knows this man, Brett Maher.
Yes.
You remember him, Bill? You know him well.
Know him well.
Let's hear from Matt Rule on Brett Maher right now.
Yeah. We hired Brett Maher. I mean, Brett's on staff. Brett's coaching for us. He's working with those guys. We have a mindset coach. We make a highlight video of themselves each week for visualization. Like, we're working through all those things. There's a process for young players to become a great player. And sometimes you have to go through some of these hurdles on your way to becoming a great player. And really for our whole team, you know what I mean? Like we went through this disappointing game, and we have to emerge on the other side. We can't. I told them today, the guys are walking around with their heads down today and all that. There's no time for that. We got to get ready for Purdue. We have to learn from it and move on. We're kind of still in to the question earlier, learning how to win phase. And that's each person learning how to win their phase, their job. I hate that we're still in learning how to win phase. I mean, that's not what I want. It's not like an excuse. Like, hey guys, bear with us, but it's the Big Ten. Like, I keep saying that enough. Like everyone's going to show up every week and the games are going to come down to the wire. I mean, on Saturday, I'm watching USC and Michigan. Like games are going to come down to the wire. You got to compete. And so, but yes, we have those voices and those people there for.
Brett Maher, guys, Bill, I don't, Jake will remember this. Of course, I don't. Maher was the 2-time Big 12 kicker of the year. And in fact, in 2011 was both the kicker and the punter of the year.
Yeah. He was.
How does that work?
He was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a long career, obviously, in professional sports. I hope I'm not wrong on this, Brett. I'm pretty sure he was the state champion pole vaulter and a multiple sport athlete.
That's right.
So he's very much like Sam Foltz was. Sam was also a multiple sports player that just ended up being a punter, obviously. Brett obviously is a personal friend, but so I had to go to, when I was here on the special teams, and I had to go to compliance to figure out as a consultant what he could do with our kickers. And there was and we got it all mapped out what he could legally do without me being there, whether it be in the summer time. During the season, he was in his time. He was playing.
Okay.
And so
this was during what time of year? Spring?
This would be like spring and summer, especially summer. So they were allowed to go out and kick with him. He would do his routine and they could go kick with him, the different things. And the difference is that some guys, it's real simple. Some guys, when it comes down to it, some guys can teach, but they've never done it. Some guys can be just the opposite. They can do it, but they can't teach it.
God, isn't that interesting?
I mean, it's one, but
can he teach it?
Brett can do both.
Can he?
He has the mentality to do it. He is super calm. He has such a ritual of how he goes through everything. And so it's a brilliant hire. And from what I think someone else had texted me the other day, a friend of mine, and said, but this is pretty common knowledge that he's been with them for a while.
Yeah, since August.
Yeah, so this isn't like something where it's just like all of a sudden we missed a field goal and they called Brett on Sunday.
No, you're right. I think since August.
But I didn't know that he was doing that. So
I didn't either.
But it's really awesome. I'm just telling you, there's be no one better. If I was hired as the head coach at Notre Dame, I thought the first person I would try to hire would be Brett Maher.
No
I would
kidding.
hire him to be my specialist coach because he
Specialist
can coach
coach.
kickers and punters. And also he can help with just the routine, the mindset, and also he's just really good at it. And he can communicate so well, and the players absolutely love him. And
See,
he can
that's
still
perfect.
whip it when he walks out there and you're talking about all of a sudden when he hits the ball, because I'd go down and when he'd be kicking, I'd go down and talk to him sometimes when he's going through his routine. I wouldn't bother him, I was watching. It was like, wow, when the foot hit the ball, it was impressive, the skill set that he had.
Interesting.
But he can do them both.
You know what I like? That he didn't make a big deal of himself coaching.
None.
He's just been doing it.
None.
So is that his personality?
Yeah, that's his personality. He is a A1 and also super competitive. I mean, right away, if you talk to any of the trainers or weight room or anybody, they're going to be like, oh, Brett Maher, dude, right away. And then there's like, well, was he ever in your room? Nope. Didn't spend much time in the training room. Always had himself ready to go. Didn't worry about this weight room. You name it. Everyone, every phase of his life is like that.
Maybe you just slide a uniform on him.
Yeah.
Put a helmet
It's
on
been
him.
talked about. It'd be something. All of a sudden, the ball just boom.
Put him number 90 on him. Alvano can't kick right now. Just slide number 90 on him, and maybe nobody will notice.
Possibly.
And he's out there like kick a 56-yarder. Alvano got better.
Jeez. That was good for
All right.
70. What was that?
Yeah.
Jeez,
What the
Alvano.
hell?
You wanted the quote about what went wrong in the field goal?
Yeah.
Okay, here's Matt Rule from how'd the whole operation go on the missed field goal? Matt Rule from yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a great hole. I mean, it's not a great snap. I mean, the laces are kind of in, they're not. We'd like to snap the ball with the perfect amount of rotations that when we catch it, we don't have to spin it. We put the ball down. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the ball in the hand, so that the kicker doesn't have to even see the ball come here and then put down over here. We're looking for the ball on the hand, come down, laces out. That's what we try to master that craft. So it's not perfect. And, I don't want to put it on any one guy. I mean, that ball has to go through the pipes, right? If you want to win these types of games, the ball has to go through the pipes. But again, we also have to make more plays to, if we have a 17-10 lead going into halftime, if we have a 24-17 lead, we can't let them convert, 3rd and 9. We can't let them run a quarterback draw and then throw the ball to an lineman. Like that's not Nebraska defense.
Yeah.
And, our guys will just play a little better, hopefully.
The quarterback draw is because an edge rusher got upfield. And it was clear to me. In fact, the guy was sitting there, Robin said, this is what's going to happen. That guy's going to shoot upfield, and Altmaier's just going to run through that. And that's exactly what happened. Rule on the running game. Rule after the game. You might have that sound from yesterday. After the game seemed okay with the running game, but changed his tune a little bit yesterday.
I think this about Dowdell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Lead me into these
I set it up
blindly.
perfectly.
Here we go. I think it's might be it.
Yeah,
I
try
probably
it.
would have liked more carries.
Yeah,
But I mean, this was a game for me where I felt like this game coming in was going to be like I wanted like 25 carries for Dante. I felt like he was going to be the hammer in this game, because there's really no ways to trick that defense, right? You're going to have to run the ball between the tackles, and they're going to be body blow runs, and then you hopefully split one. I would like to get Emmett more involved in the offense. But just kind of became a throw game, and we were having success throwing the ball. And so, to me, there's a way to win every game. You get in those games, and like I said, we put 4 wides on the field. They're playing cover 2. All right, let's just go attack it. And again, we went down and scored. But just as we move forward, there might be games. As long as we win, I don't care if we don't run the ball once or if we don't throw the ball once. But I think as we move forward, we have players that can help us that we need to utilize.
Interesting. It's interesting to me that he said he'd like to get Dante Dowdell 25 carries. That's informative. That shows you that's what they think. That's their number 1 back. So maybe you already knew it, but just hearing him say it is interesting to me. He did talk about how they have not been consistent enough running the ball. After he wouldn't really go there right after the game, but he did go there yesterday. So I don't know. They're just not moving the line of scrimmage. I don't think it's a running back issue. I think they're not moving the line of scrimmage. They're not creating enough holes. At least they didn't. Well, they really haven't.
But didn't we say that the first 3 games the O-line was pretty solid?
Basically pass protection. I mean, it was more about pass protection. They had allowed only 1 quarterback hit.
Right.
Now they allowed 5 sacks the other night. Now 2 of those were in overtime when there was a big breakdown by a running back when number 3 came shooting up the inside A gap, as you would say.
On the last play?
Yeah.
On that play?
Or a second down. It was second down.
Second down? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they allowed 5 sacks. It was more of a pass pro. They had been really strong in pass pro. And some of this is just my interpretation. Regardless of how many yards they had generated, it just didn't look like they were moving the line of scrimmage consistently all season to me. But then when you get into Big Ten play, those things, as Bill notes, they show more. If you can't move UNI consistently, you're not going to move Illinois consistently. I don't know about Purdue. I mean, Purdue's they're obviously struggling. But I don't see. I'm of the mind that Purdue will have Big Ten players, and it won't be easy. That's. I haven't looked at Purdue very closely, so I don't know.
The numbers scream bad. The numbers. If you just say the numbers, you have to say that it's Big Ten, and I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
That the numbers, that the fact that Notre Dame
gashed
66, just gashed him.
And Oregon State ran for 340 some.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So.
Yikes.
I mean, it should be a 350-yard rush game.
Well, they don't run the run. Nebraska does not run the quarterback, though. Notre Dame runs a quarterback. Oregon State runs a quarterback.
There's a little bit more to it.
A little different.
A little different.
Yeah.
We'll get to more audio
Yeah,
at 7 o'clock.
okay,
How about that?
Yeah,
Before we
that's
get to breaks, though, I know you're hungry right now.
Do I look hungry?
You're famished right
Do
now.
I look?
Yeah, you're starving.
Do I look unhealthy?
No,
you look very healthy.
You look hungry, though. We can fix that with a trip to Early Bird at 19th and
The
K.
bird.
The bird. We'll be there, by the way, a week from today.
A week
Make
from
sure
today. Can you imagine
pack
that?
the place.
Can you imagine the excitement? Can you imagine the excitement?
Can you imagine my excitement?
Yeah. Stuffing pancakes down his throat at 6 in the morning.
Wow, we're going to be there.
Yeah,
We're
a week
be
from
at the
today.
Bird.
Make
With
plans
Jamie
to be there.
Burrow?
Yes.
Make plans to be there from 6 to 8 a.m. We'll be there at Early Bird, but you can still enjoy right now today. Breakfast burritos, chicken fried steak, which is what, Bill?
Smothered.
It's smothered, all
Hold
right.
it. What is it?
No, I'm not
Say
doing
it.
it. I'm not doing it.
Doing
again.
it. Do it. Jake, do it. Jake, what is it?
Come on.
It's smothered.
No, it's
Yeah, I'm not
That
doing it.
sounds good.
Smothered.
Let's
what he
maybe
went
know
with
next
yesterday.
time. They have a lot of pancake options, including blueberry.
Smothered.
He did that
He
And
did.
they have
That's forever.
What
It's
is
on
that?
I'm not
YouTube
do-
forever.
I said I'm not doing it again. But they also have the world famous hash holes.
Asshole.
hash holes. God dang, I wish I wouldn't have smoked for
Are
all
you-
those
yeah,
years.
Are you sure you didn't have
Yeah.
a cigarette this morning? Are you sure you didn't have one when you walked in?
God,
Need one
I
during
would
the
love to
break.
see you walking in, finishing one
ripping
off,
a heater.
ripping a heater, flipping out the butt out in the street.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right
All
in.
right, I wish you'd go out for a smoke break.
Check out.
What if we all went out and just stand outside of the studio, just having
We might as well. We might as
smoking
well.
a cig?
Come on, guys.
Lots of free parking, 19th and K, Early Bird. Check it out today.
Smothered.
Breakfast, brunch, and lunch. When we come back, Reggie Bush wants his money from back in the day. It was just that next early break for the tick.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best boxing on Saturday, October 5th with Roughnecks at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. 8 bouts are scheduled for the night, including the main event of Dwayne Johnson and Jack Lawless Frericks in the professional middleweight championship bout. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through September 24th is spend $50, get 1 center cut ribeye for free, limit of 1. Also, $1 off all honey. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a few showers are possible this morning, but we'll see mostly sunny skies this afternoon, and the high around 79. Tonight, mostly clear skies and calm winds, the low around 52. And tomorrow, we'll see lots of sunshine, light winds with an afternoon high around 81. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website, you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. It's neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from. Plus, qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talk to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Hondas, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This,
well, good morning, little brother,
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Farmers, we know that volume discounts are a major factor in ordering seed. Oftentimes, discounts are lost buying from multiple brands, but Beck's has the most diverse lineup in the marketplace. Capitalize on this diversity with one brand, Beck's Hybrids, for a full farm quote. Go to beckshybrids.com and always remember the 3 F's: faith, family and farming at Beck's Hybrids.
First thing that happened today, Steve walks in and he says, "I love my jacket."
Hoodie. And what does it say?
It's a hoodie. What's it say on it, Steve?
It says Beck's.
Beck's.
It does
It's
say
incredible.
Beck's.
Yes.
It's a good looking
Trevor.
hoodie.
I wonder if Trevor could change his name to last name to Beck.
Trevor Beck.
Yes, that'd be nice.
It fits.
We'll talk to Sonny about that if we can get that done. But we had to get these gifts delivered to us is just remarkable. And then how about the pride when you go around and you see, what is Nebraska? Farming. It's corn.
It's Beck's.
We're the corn husker. It's Beck's is what it is. They should have a box. They should have a suite at the stadium, a Beck's suite.
They might.
I wonder if they
They might
don't.
already have one.
Well, think about this now. It's going to go down here pretty soon. Nebraska's traveling to where? Indiana.
Mhm.
They're going
The
to-
home of Beck's.
They're going to Indiana State twice.
They
this
are.
year. Purdue and IU. That's right in Sonny's Grill.
Jeez.
Yeah, how about that?
Yes, West
Two-
Lafayette.
Two worlds collide.
Yeah.
Two worlds collide.
We
at
hope
this
he shows
time.
up to the game in West Lafayette
Yes,
Saturday.
I think he'll be there.
Do you think so?
Sonny will be there. Oh, absolutely, Sonny will be there. And I'm going to say right now, he'll be in Husker gear.
He'll be in Husker
He'll
gear.
be in Husker gear.
Probably easily visible because there's not going to be many people there.
You'll be there though.
Yeah, I'll be there, Jake.
You'll be
In,
there.
in the box.
I can't imagine. That'd be a good thing to bring up. Who do you talk to from Purdue? Do you have a pundit?
This is interesting you ask because
who writes for Purdue?
his name was escaping me today. So I don't. Let's just move on to something.
Okay.
I had an old man moment this morning.
We'll
I couldn't
figure out
remember
I
who
his
would
that
name.
just like
person
to
is,
see
I
if
do
you
have
get to
some.
talk to somebody there of what I think that vibe is going to be horrific.
I do too.
I think the vibe
I
of the
do too.
team is going to be not just the stadium, just the vibe of the team. They're going nowhere.
Well, I think the stadium might be horrific too.
Yeah,
We've seen that before, Ross. We've seen empty stadiums there before.
Yeah, I've played in that place numerous times at like the 11 o'clock. game.
Jake, who do we talk to from Purdue? Just bail
I
me
don't
out.
remember that.
Bail
I don't
me out. He's an
remember.
older guy like me. He's my age. He
I don't
used to work for the
recall
Sporting
Purdue
News.
person.
Oh, for God's
The
sake!
sport.
you know.
Oh, the Sporting News.
He used to work for the Sporting News.
It's not Bill Bender.
No, I'm having just an old man moment. We've had him on the show before.
I'll have to think. Oh, yes. Tom Dienhart.
Tom
Black
Dienhart.
and gold.
Tom Dienhart his voice is golden.
Tom
Yeah,
Dienhart.
he's really good.
Dienhart.
We need to talk to him. If
We
possible.
could get him on.
Yes.
He worked for the Sporting News for years and years. And Bill, remember there's a Sporting News.
And BTN for many years
Yeah.
too.
You remember the Sporting News?
Oh, Sporting News was
It
great.
still exists, by the way. The Sporting
Does
News.
it?
Yes, it does exist.
Does it?
Yes.
Back in the day, you had the Sporting News and Sports Illustrated. So and they were both at their peak. And it was those weeks were incredible when you had them both at your disposal. By the way,
Are you sure the Sporting News is still rolling?
Yes. Isn't that
I think
what does Bill Bender work for?
the Sporting
He's
News.
the Sporting News.
Yes, it is. It's just I think it's do they? I don't know. Does the physical paper come out?
I don't know if the magazine still comes out.
Yeah.
It was a magazine. I got this.
Okay, now it was a magazine, but when me and Bill were kids, it was a newspaper.
Newspaper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a newspaper.
like the Inquirer type of
Yeah,
newspaper.
yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
the big one. It was the little about that big.
Yeah, tabular.
Yes. Thank you. That's perfect. But now all of a sudden everything's changed. Mitch Sherman changed everything. The Athletic is putting the heat on everybody.
True. The heat is on.
Step out.
Yeah.
No, you don't step out.
Coffee went down the wrong tube.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time to discuss this, so
Please do.
rapid fire here on this.
Rapid
one.
fire.
Yeah.
Reggie Bush is back in the news here. He's suing USC, the Pac-12, and the NCAA for NIL compensation from his time in school in the mid-2000s. This is from ESPN. The report here says Bush's legal team says that the three organizations, Pac-12, USC, NCAA, earned significant compensation that thanks to Bush's significant popularity and prominence by way of TV contracts, merchandise sales, and media rights. He wants basically backwards NIL from his time at USC. If he were to win this lawsuit, it's going to open up a lot of different doors for previous
Yeah,
players.
there's several lawsuits out with this. He wouldn't be the first one. I believe the NC State basketball team has also filed something from
Charles Wittenberg.
Yes,
Sidney Lowe.
Those guys have filed something also for all the notoriety that was received. Eventually, there probably is a good chance that they win. They might win something, but there'll be nothing there. Because if everyone does these lawsuits, finally the NCAA is going to be like, go ahead.
Now, what if Rozier just said, "Hey,
Well, yeah.
what about me?"
Yeah, that's what I
80s.
mean. Just
Heisman, baby.
Just go through. Just take Nebraska football.
Yeah.
But what with the
Crouch, Rozier,
yeah.
Johnny Rogers.
Yes, I mean,
yeah. Where does it stop?
And so I don't see where, because eventually if it goes through and he wins, that means that it's a win for everybody.
Yep.
Whoever files will win, and there's no money. They'll say, oh, the NCAA's got whatever $20 billion. Well, that'll be gone. It'll be gone in a heartbeat. They're already the amount they pay their lawyers on a daily basis. They're probably paying out $1 million a day, and they lose every lawsuit.
What do fans? We don't have time for this, but the text line, I'd wonder. I got to tell you, my reaction is, why you do it? Why do you got to do this? I mean, do you maybe you need the money? I don't know. Like, why do you got to go there? It's on principle. I guess it does make sense on principle, but there's a lot of things that make sense on principle that you just don't act on. And this strike, like, why do you got to do that?
Well, he got his Heisman back. That's
so
he probably wants more. It's like, all right, that's one step. Let's keep this going.
Yeah, I don't get it. And now I guarantee there's people on the text line saying, why not, Zip? He earned that money. Yeah, like Bill said, a zillion guys earned that money.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're going to get it. And it doesn't mean you should claim it. I don't know.
I always just go back to,
Bill Busch played at Wesley, and he's not going back and say, hey, I made that.
NIL, come on.
I made that school a lot of money.
Yeah.
That one touchdown.
Slant and go off the option pass.
Do the sound. Come on, do that. Thank you. What do you think, Jake?
I think it's ridiculous.
Okay. I figured you would.
It didn't exist when you were in school. I'm sorry. It's a different time now. You can't just say, hey, things should have been like this back in the day.
That's where I come down, Jake.
People have talked about different things. It's like going back, just like right now, just imagine just standing there at the courthouse. I got a speeding ticket in 1976, and now the speed limit now is 75.
Right.
Yeah. I was going 75.
Exactly. I want my money back.
I want my money back.
Yeah.
Now it's all changed.
Right.
Well, no, that's not what the rules were then.
Right.
Sorry, you grew up in the
rules
wrong time.
The rules were wrong, but that's what the rules were.
Right.
That's kind of how I see it. And I do. If I'm one of those players that was that good, and the things, because I called it the Johnny Manziel rule. That's when everything is like, hang on now. They probably made $100 million or not more off of him, and he wasn't.
He got nothing.
Can you imagine what Johnny Manziel would have earned?
That's the
Quite
thing.
a bit.
Now,
quite a bit.
Yeah. So
Reggie would have earned incredible amount of money.
He would. I get that, and I guarantee there's people on the text line saying they should get. And I'm with you guys. I guess Jake said it very well. I think it's ridiculous, and I don't think it's a great look for it.
I agree. It's a bad look for Reggie.
Yeah.
It didn't exist in your time. Sorry.
Right. So what are you doing?
It's too bad.
Yeah.
You missed out.
Yeah.
I mean, that you could be like a quarterback in the NFL, someone like Theismann said, well, I'm going to sue the NFL because of how beat up I got, because the rules were different. I could get hit late. I could get hit low. I could get hit.
Yep.
And now it's like, no, that's what the rules were back then.
Yeah.
And it was rougher. It was rougher times.
You can't revise history. It didn't exist then, Reggie. Sorry you missed out. Not your time. When we come back,
good job, Jake.
Time for Bugaboo Tuesday and Bill's Thrills and Song of the Day next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Have you been accused of a crime and don't know where to turn? At Liberty Law Group, we understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you're up against the legal system, you need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Liberty Law's experienced trial attorneys are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Don't let a criminal charge ruin your life. Call Liberty Law Group at 877-42-LIBERTY. Advocates you need, trial attorneys you can trust. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, Pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Hey farmers, wouldn't it be nice if you could cut your herbicide cost by up to 85%? Now you can with Green Eye technology for your sprayer. Green Eye's system integrates seamlessly with your current sprayer and works by identifying and spraying only the weeds. Reduce the threat of herbicide resistance, be environmentally friendly, and save a ton of money. Oh, and there's no acres fee. This is the precision spraying solution you've been waiting for. Contact Boyk Farmers Outfitters to get set up with Green Eye or check them out at BOECK farmoutfitters.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com. Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best boxing on Saturday, October 5th with Roughnecks at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. 8 bouts are scheduled for the night, including the main event of Dwayne Johnson and Jack Lawless Frericks in the professional middleweight championship bout. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and The Ticket app.
Whoa.
Once again, your song of the day from 1974, Rebel by David Bowie. 464-568-51 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Oh, Jake.
Jake, you just ought to tell you one thing. Your life has fallen apart. I mean, just completely fallen apart, but you're not falling apart on Song of the Day.
Thank you.
No.
You're not. We're a little crackly over here, Jake.
Yeah, we're crackly. Is there some button?
Is that better?
There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a bit of
Yeah, that's I mean, he really surprised us, I think.
Surprised us and hit on a song that was just great.
Regal.
Regal. Oh, your face is a mess.
David Bowie.
David Bowie. 74.
1974. Yep.
What are those?
Oh, better times. They might even hit on that during Bugaboos today.
Ooh, no.
All right, we got to get to Bugaboos. So let's do this. Wow. I mean, very surprising. Didn't expect it. It's underrated song in my book.
Very underrated.
Yeah, I mean, boy, you don't turn it off.
You look divine.
Yeah, he's good. He's just good.
Bowie.
Now, I would say I always was, Bill will remember this because it was in our wheelhouse, Modern Love and China Girl. That album came out when we were in high school. And that was incredible. That was incredible. But this was before that, and Bowie was incredible. Jake, I give that a 9.1554.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't seeing a 9 coming from you. That's good.
Yeah.
97221. Oh, yeah. It just, first of all, it just hit me. The Jake came up with Rebel from David Bowie on a Tuesday.
Right.
On a Tuesday.
That's pretty random. Pretty random.
Yeah.
Pretty random.
Never
Tuesday,
played it.
The new
No,
book.
definitely
Tuesdays,
never have.
not Tuesdays with Maury, Tuesdays with Jake. And he comes up with this. It was phenomenal. I would never turn it off, but yet wouldn't expect to hear it.
No.
The reason you don't turn it off, it's not a song. When someone say you heard it 10,000 times,
No.
I haven't.
No.
Have not
No,
heard
I
it
haven't
10,000
either.
times.
It's a simple guitar riff and a memorable
Yeah,
one. Very,
it
very
was.
good.
Oh,
Just
Bowie.
beautiful.
Ben's
Ben's an 8-4.
I was thinking 5-1. 5-7 for young Ben. Didn't like that.
I'll let
one.
you address this one, Bill.
We need to
wrong?
get Bella back.
Yeah, Bella,
We
where are
need a
you?
new-
Bella.
Yes.
Is that
Ben,
chime in,
that's
Bella.
a fireable offense.
Is that a 7-7 if Bella's sitting next
Yes,
to you?
yeah, that's a fireable.
Your whole mood's different.
Oh yeah.
Because she has a high score
But
for that song.
that is a fireable offense, Ben. It really is.
No.
That song, you say that's an uplifting song.
Yeah, it is.
You see him just, oh, come on, Ben.
Ben, that's the most.
You're not going to go to early bird then.
Yeah, you're out of the bird. Yeah, you're out of the bird.
You have to stay
We're not
here.
bringing food back either.
We'll eat it all
He can't
on
go
the way
because he's
back.
got to produce the
He
show.
does.
So
I'm not bringing pancakes back now until you straighten up.
Some ratings before we get to Bill's Thrills.
Please.
Rod and Lincoln says a 9. Bill and Bennett 5.1. Guilt Nerd 6.8. Sandmaster and KC 7.6. John and Southeast Lincoln an 8. Who in Club is Bird 9?
9.
A 9 on Bird.
Bird went 9.
That's his highest score
Mark
ever.
this day down.
Ever. We have never seen a 9 from Bird ever.
It sounds as if Bird is. We talk about our parallel lives. I think we lived it with Bird.
He's from Columbus.
Yeah, he's from Columbus. I think it's a parallel life. He's younger.
That was exquisite, by the way, the exchange
9.
there. Good
I
job.
had to yell that one.
That was good. That was
Clem.
good, Jake.
Oscar Rick a 2. Kevin in Centennial, Colorado a 9. Shamia 7.2. Ellis in Illinois 7.6. Ryan in California just a 2.1.
Oh, come on, Ryan.
Come on.
It's okay. Ooh, guy on his motorcycle in the rain. Badass.
Whipping by.
Excuse my language.
Husker Mike in Waterloo says classic 7 on that one. Husker P 2.5, just awful on that. Just
Bill, I'll let you address
awful.
that.
There's certain people you don't want to hang around with. We're glad they're breakers, but I could not, I couldn't imagine standing in a bar and the song comes on and someone goes, change the song. I'm yelling, turn it up. The other guy's going, change the song.
Bobby Dean Smith in Bogart, Georgia, age 71, says 5.23. Not bad.
Not bad.
Joe in Boulder, 7.5, says nice.
Hello, Joe.
Nice head bobbing, he says Joe. on
Yeah.
that one.
Hello, Joe.
Oh,
Brett from Bertrand says that is a 10.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Brett.
Yes.
Bill was close to
I would
9.7.
Yeah,
I would hang
Bill's-
out with Brett. I
yeah.
can tell that.
Bill was right on that. Close to 10.
Gavin and Pender, 6.2.
Gavin.
Neck roll, Gavin.
Neck roll Gavin. Oh, man, he could lay the wood.
8.9.
Could he lay the wood?
Oh, yeah, it was incredible.
Hammer.
Yeah, my dad, the same thing. This kind of was with Bolt, how we'd move him around.
Really?
Set the edge.
Kind of like Eric Haig.
Yes, very much Eric Haig. But he also had like Prince type coverage skills.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't play in the NFL.
We all are.
From YouTube, we got Sim in Thailand says 10. And why not more Bowie, Jake? I have played a couple of Bowie songs, not a lot.
A compliment and criticism simultaneously. I like that.
Trent on YouTube, 8.43. The Conservative Huskers, 7.9. Genghis, 8.0. Justin, 8.9 on YouTube. And Bolt, 8.55 says also better times.
Bolt was here for the party.
He was here for the party.
Gave me some info on you.
I wear turf shoes versus you.
Turf shoes on the grass. That's right. That's right.
David Bowie at Christmas time in Bing Crosby.
You like that
song? Little Drummer Boy.
Oh, it's incredible. I can't. We're getting close to that time too.
We are. It's a great.
Are we
song.
doing Bill's Thrills or not?
We are. Let's get to it right now. It's a Bugaboo Tuesday. What's bothering Bill? Let's see.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be bonanza. Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. Bill, it's a Bugaboo Tuesday. What is bothering you on this Tuesday morning?
Things that bother me. Bugaboo Tuesday.
Flip it.
That was the flip.
I thought I would change up a little bit and go back in time.
We don't do this very often.
Never.
And this is based on school and out of school, but more in school. That'd be the panic of the pick, the pressure
of
recess draft day.
Recess
draft day. How you selected teams at recess.
Panic of the pick.
The panic of the pick. There would always start off with who the two captains were, and there'd be some sort of a game or a gimmick for who gets the first selection overall. It might be rock, paper, scissors, might be some type of thing. There's always some sort of like odds or evens or pick a number between 1 and 100. Remember that one? That's a classic.
Yep.
Who got the first pick? And then as it went down, because I don't see it anymore. I miss it. And that's part of my bugaboo. And I don't see that going on at recess with that type of a pick.
I don't think so. No,
I don't see it. I don't see that. It was, and then you'd stand there and just be a group of people standing there. All of a sudden be boom, boom. And all of a sudden, about the third or fourth pick, you start getting the, like that. Like, are you serious? Really? Are you serious? Because this is basically.
It got sort of uncomfortable.
It got uncomfortable because there's always there's a couple. They're always there was some people went through elementary school. They're always the last pick. They were just
that would get old.
It was get old. They're the last pick, and it was like, oh, you had to go through the whole process. God, it was just. And then, like you said, like that. And then as it went down like that, because you built your roster though on the bottom part of the draft. That's like you do now. That's how you build your football.
I don't know about that.
The bottom part of your draft was big because if you get somebody late, like that's like, hey, somebody good, kind of also someone slid through. It's like, are you kidding me?
You got to go with the girl.
Oh yeah, no.
Panic of the pick.
No, a lot of time, like we were going war ball, like Liz Repper would get picked ahead of a lot of guys.
Really?
Oh yeah, she was good.
She can wing it,
and she could catch the ball.
Really?
Get somebody back in. So all of a sudden that happened a lot. It was like
panic of the pick.
The panic of the pick when it went down like that. Jake, was it nervous? I'm not gonna lie to you. Me and Sip are pretty high draft picks most of the time. We're pretty high up. We went early.
I was not last. I was not last.
Did you hear Jake?
Yeah.
I thought we were cool, man.
I thought we were cool. Man. And you always, but you knew who the first pick in art forever was for us was Robert. Robert McCuistion was the first pick.
Why? Because he's big.
Yeah, he was
big, athletic dude.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, he was our best athlete. And then Duke would probably be 2.
Duke was 2?
Duke was 2. Duke was
really?
The number 2 pick would usually be Duke.
Really?
Yeah. And so, but you went down like that. But it was just a whole process. And I don't see the process anymore.
I don't think it
and
happens.
I miss being part of it. I wish like every day we had to pick teams. How do you do it? Well, we're gonna do between 1 and 100. Pick your number. The best part, the one person would say, pick between 1 and 100. Only that one person had the number, so they didn't know if it was right or not. You had no idea if it was right or not.
Changed it all.
Yeah, they could just change it. No, you won. It was 88. No, I don't think that's what it was.
Panic of the pick.
Panic of the pick.
God
the
damn,
pressure.
Bill.
Recess day draft.
Does it? I just on the text line. Do people still do it? Do
Well,
kids still do it?
We do have a response in text line.
I'd love to hear from him.
Downtown Scott says, how often does Bill oversee recess these days?
It's fair.
A little fair, but I'm just telling you, I don't think it's happening.
I
mean, there's some games were played, and Gigi played some, and never came home. Never with once like, I got picked 6,
right?
Or I didn't get picked, or I got picked early. I just don't see it.
I don't know if it's happening. I don't think it is.
I don't think it's happening. If not, I just miss it.
You miss Kent says, Bill, there is always the guy that wasn't there yet. So someone would say, hey, when Johnny gets here, he's ours.
That's true.
Yeah, we got Johnny.
We're
taking Johnny.
It's like taking a free agent flyer on someone. Not sure if he's going to be here, but if he does, I got him. Yes. Better times.
Casey says, did you ever pick the last person first and throw everyone off their draft game at all?
No, that didn't happen.
No,
that didn't happen.
Did that.
It didn't happen.
You
it went
knew
down.
your place.
And the best part was, then the last two would just walk off like this to the other. Each of the last two picks here. And it's like, I know, whatever. And they would just go and
it's kind of sad.
If you'd build it's a little bit.
It was. I mean, it was fine.
Because that's just the way it was. Though.
Yeah.
But that's
just exactly
the way it was. And guess what?
Good job, Bill.
I'm going to tell you right now, I can't pick out like, who were the last picks right there, or would I see someone now like going, hey, yeah, I remember you. You were used to pick last. No, had no idea.
Nope.
No thought of it.
No, you didn't
Don't
think of
care.
it like that. Yeah.
No, didn't think of it like that.
You just wanted to play.
Yeah, you didn't go into like math class going like, can't believe you're the last pick. No, didn't think of it.
You just wanted to play.
Just wanted to play.
No, not big deal.
Anything else from
we have a text from an elementary educator right now.
Oh, good.
This is from
Good.
Izzy. Couple things here.
Okay, Izzy.
Izzy says, it will completely wreck some kids' days if they are picked last. I am a PE teacher in elementary school. If I do captains, I bring them away from the group and have them pick so no one can hear, and I write it down. That way, no one knows.
That just tells you what better times was.
That way,
it's out in the open.
Izzy continues.
Give me Leroy. Give me Todd.
Yeah, I know.
Give me Liz.
Better time.
That way, no one knows who was first, who was last.
Oh, that's horrible.
We're not softer at all, are we?
No, we're not making it.
No.
Exactly. Okay, come over here.
Izzy.
Okay, you, and you all go over here.
Get the guys off to the side and do it in secret.
This is awful.
We're not softer at all.
No, not at all.
We've progressed well.
Be real simple. You want to get the best thing you should say as a PE teacher.
Man.
Hey, if you want to get picked higher, be better.
No, don't say that.
Work harder.
Get bigger.
We're supposed to tell you. Work harder. It's not hard here.
Who is that?
Effort.
Is that
Izzy.
Is that Izzy? Thank you for that information.
God, that's
though.
fascinating.
That's fascinating. We've unturned something here
That's
pretty
fascinating.
big.
We get the captains over and do it silently.
silently.
Ryan in Delaware says, hey, Brock Purdue was picked last. Look at him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
Worked out for him.
Yeah. Last pick in the draft.
Interesting.
That is incredible. Can you imagine that in the draft? Hey, we're just going to all get everybody together here, and we're going to tell them, say what team you went to. Well, who went first? That's not important.
No.
It's not important who went fifth. It doesn't matter.
In our neighborhood, there were times, Bill, I probably got picked low when I was younger.
Oh, yeah,
and I was fine. I was like, well, whatever.
Recess was, here's the difference. Recess was based off of, you're all the same age.
Right.
In the neighborhood.
But in the neighborhood.
You weren't. No.
Right, no.
You might have went low.
I was low.
I
at
guarantee
times,
I was a low pick.
Yeah.
Because I was the third grader. I was playing with sixth graders.
Right. I would just be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Bad pick. Whatever.
Yeah.
But that's fascinating. Izzy.
That is
Thank
Izzy.
you.
Anything else in the text line? We could go all day on this, Jake.
We could,
but we're out of time.
Yeah,
thank you for that.
Better times.
Bugaboo
We made the
Tuesday.
picks out loud.
Not in privacy to the side.
Better time.
Better times back in the day. When we come back, more on
Jim
Matt
Savona,
Rule.
better time.
More to Matt Rule's press conference from yesterday. Early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a few showers are possible this morning, but we'll see mostly sunny skies this afternoon and a high around 79. Tonight, mostly clear skies and calm winds, a low around 52. And tomorrow, we'll see lots of sunshine, light winds with an afternoon high around 81. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings and Rings, your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more, all at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Boy.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And what's going on with Shin Daddy, who's not with us in studio?
He's not with us in studio.
In Creighton
we used to have a cutout that Ben brought in
every day.
And then we didn't do that.
Ben, the takes were flowing, but you didn't do your job.
Yeah. He's out there making comments about who should be playing in the NFL, but forgot to get Shin Daddy up here.
I don't see Shin Daddy.
Everyone listening, please make sure they can record this or have a pin available or text themselves to have this once again.
Okay.
Phone number or repeat number.
Write it down.
402-360-0982. 402-360-0982. Today is birthday bash at Midwest Bank. Shin Daddy's birthday.
Oh, my.
Oh, God.
It's Shin Daddy's birthday.
You're kidding me.
So what's going on today is Shin Daddy's birthday. So shower him with. So
it's coming.
I think last was like 300 plus texts.
So you guys know what he likes is that he likes apple pie.
Okay.
Apple pie. That's his go-to.
Okay.
So if anyone can get him some apple pie today, would be very much appreciated. Some sort of baked goods.
Just from Village Inn or something.
Some place. If someone can get him a pie, would feel great about that for break time.
Shindy. So there's going to be a birthday party at the bank.
There's a birthday party ongoing for the all day right there. And so it's just to honor Steve. Now, Steve's not throwing the party, obviously. He's not doing this for himself, like happy birthday to me. No, it's not him. He's very low key.
Is he low key?
He's very low key. 402-360-0982. If you can please hit him up for his birthday, that would be great.
Shindy or Shin Daddy, you could
any will work. Yeah, so it'll work just to hit him up and just check in on him right there. But guess what he'll be doing? He'll be doing his banking.
Yeah.
He'll still be doing his banking. But it's birthday bash day there at that. If you can get him so cake is okay. He likes cake too. Don't get me wrong, but he likes apple pie.
Does he a la mode probably?
A la mode, absolutely.
Because who doesn't like
who
a la
doesn't
mode?
like that?
Yeah.
Tell you what, when I'm not a big apple pie guy, but you put on a big dollop of ice cream.
Good word, dollop.
Dollop.
Love that word.
It's that's special. Melts a little bit into the crust. That's pretty tasty stuff.
Oh God, yes.
So
apple pie's probably 9th or 10th on my list, but it's still good. I don't mind it. I'll eat it. Jake, what do you got?
Just again, the number 402-360-0982. I think last year that Shin Daddy got 300 plus texts from the breakers on his birthday.
Seems like just yesterday.
Can
we top that?
Let's see if we can get in the 400s.
Can we top that?
Let's see if we can get Shin Daddy's phone in the 400s.
He's a Nebraska legend.
He's
let's
a legend for us right there. Yeah, let's not miss out on this. This is all part of yes.
He's a low-key legend. But remember, he does get whisked around.
He get whisked around. He get whisked down here. Remember that one?
Yeah. He doesn't drive much, right?
Doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to.
That's when he had he was getting the AD thing worked out.
Yeah. Yes. Came down here.
Came down to get it fixed right away.
Right. Yeah. Like he got escorted into Lincoln.
To Lincoln.
He found Troy Dannon, apparently.
Did a great job.
He did. What a job by Shin
Anyway,
Daddy.
Shin Daddy.
Shindy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Shin Daddy. 464-5685. Call or text as always. We talked about in the first hour a little bit about Matt Rule was upset about tackling with Nebraska, and it wasn't up to standard this past week against Illinois. It hasn't been for the last couple of weeks for Nebraska.
Right.
Now, we have talked about this in the offseason before, but it's during the season, and we have Bill here, who's been a long-time coach in college football. Bill, Matt Rule said he was not happy with the tackling. Can you improve tackling during the season? If so, how?
Yes, you can improve tackling. Generally, when I talk about on tackling, is that the one thing you have with when I watch Nebraska defense is there is no one that's not extremely engaged on getting the other person down, and so there's not a lack of effort or a lack of want to. That part of it is there. A lot of it is like that when you talk about tackling is you tackle with your feet. That's what you tackle with. You got to get yourself in position to tackle. That's the number one thing. It's like, how fast can you eat up the grass? How fast can you eat up the grass? Space is your nemesis. Oh, it's awful. That's when things are tight and windows and things are crammed up. That helps you so much. And then it becomes a leverage situation also. But the ability to get yourself, I love that. Guy couldn't tackle him. He couldn't tackle him because he couldn't get himself in position to tackle him. That's the part you want to be able to do. And then the ability to be able to when to shoot your gun, when to be able to go. And then if you do miss or you do lose him, it's to the proper leverage, which means he has to make a radical cut back inside to, and I always talk about if you're going to tackle, I use the term, we used the term a long time ago here. We started at Nebraska, honestly, I would say roll call on the ball. So that means roll call on the ball. How many hats can you get to the ball? You have to win with population. So it's not, if it's just always just, if everything was just one-on-one, okay, you got him.
Trouble.
Because there's players that will make you miss. There's players that have the ability to break a tackle. Just take a look at what happened in the Michigan game in USC. It was just brutal missed tackles.
Oh,
is what
cost
him so bad.
Mullins ran through a safety. I mean,
and so
arm
tackle. So there's different types like that. So you're working the fundamentals of tackling every day. And I'd be hard pressed to think that the reason that if they missed some tackles, that they're saying they didn't tackle well enough, that the fact that they weren't working tackling, that would not have been happening. That was being worked. Now you don't. I have one more thing.
No, you're fine.
Is that also the one thing that comes up with teams like that is that you don't tackle near as much as you used to. There's not as much live football in spring. There's not as much live football in the fall because everyone's like, we can't get anyone hurt. We can't do this. There's not as much live tackling as what there was back in the day. There's a little bit difference to us right there. That's where I really enjoyed that. Now they can't move, but I really enjoyed the donut tackles, the one you can roll those big tackling dummies because you allowed someone to run full speed through for a tackle, so you could tackle other things like that. But if you don't have that feeling of that look, and that's why, like I said, and then we'd always work hard on lowering your profile, which would mean so I'd always say if we were in tag mode, 2-hand tag on the thigh board, and it made you lower your profile, then I'd always do palms down because when you go palms up on a tag, your body rises up. When you go palms down, you lower your profile. And so those are things that come up to mind. If you're too high,
you want to be low,
be in position. But it really comes down to your feet. It really comes down to your feet and getting in position to be there before they can make a certain play. Because let's say the play that one that broke out in overtime right there, and all of a sudden he's running free. That's a hard play. That's a hard tackle. There's a lot of things going on with that,
especially with a 250 pounder.
Yeah, so
Fegan weighs 250.
Yeah, so you want there's two ways, but
you better be in position.
So you want to build again. You want to be able to erase the grass. That's your number one deal, is to build closed windows and effort to the ball for roll call. You've got to have population.
One thing that Rule talked about yesterday was some guys are concentrating, Bill, on the strip and not just getting the guy to the ground.
Yeah, if that's like I said, the
ball strip.
We've all seen it happen before. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen on teams I was coaching. And all of a sudden, I was like, "What are you doing?
Get him down."
The guy's running, and you're trying to punch at the ball. Type of thing. The one that happened the other day, but generally the first punch, but you get really good at sometimes you have a chance to be able to punch through. So I'm going to punch and tackle and all in the same movement. But if I'm trying to make it the other way, like the other day, the tackle was secured when Bullock came in. They had him in his grasp. He was in his grasp.
That's when you punch.
He was going down. Then he went with the bear claw. He went with the claw.
Oh, he went to claw.
Great play by John.
Yeah, he went to the claw.
Oh, he's a dude.
But if you're that's always a nemesis too. Because sometimes you're like, hey, we got to get it out. We got to punch balls out. And all of a sudden, no, we got to tackle.
Tackle first.
So
yeah, it's been perplexing. It wasn't a false read on UNI, the UNI game. I mean, there was a lot of people that would come at you with, Sip, come on, they held them to 3. I know, but I know what I saw. And the line of scrimmage was moving a little bit too much, and running backs were falling forward, squirting out, bleeding out is the way White called. Is what Tony White called it. The running backs were bleeding out. What's that mean?
Yeah, they're just getting it's
few extra yards.
You have in position to have it for a 2.5, and it ends up being a 4.5.
Yes,
just the extra 2 yards.
Yes,
and it's that
matters.
That is what probably was one of the more magical things that Michigan did, was the ability to be like, defended that well.
Got
Second
6.
and 4.
Yeah,
It's like,
got
whoa.
6.
And because he made contact at 3.5, whatever it was, and then all of a sudden, wow.
Yeah, what I see from Michigan is they move the line of scrimmage a couple yards, and then the guy gets 4, and it's 6. You know, they move the line of scrimmage. The guy it doesn't look like a long run, but they pushed it upfield. Corum did a lot of that.
Yeah, he was really good at it.
Yeah. And now they got a guy again. Kalen Mullings, I think is his name, number 20, Jake. You didn't see him Saturday, but he had
the long run.
Yeah, he was a linebacker. They moved him to running back, and he number 19.
He's their number 1 back.
Now he is.
He's their number 1 running back.
Not Edwards.
No.
He kind of replaced Edwards.
And Edwards still is. Edwards is a breakout runner like that. Obviously, when it really comes down to it, Corum was their guy.
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt. And that's kind of where it's at. It's still, but it's kind of like now he's kind of 1A and 1B. But you can improve your tackling immensely without tackling live.
Okay. Now
on your speed to the ball and in position, leverage, and then how do you tag off? And what do you do?
I don't think it's panic time on the defense. Come on. I mean, it's not panic time. It's not. It's just a little perplexing what's happened here. We just expect, like Rule said it multiple times yesterday, you just expected more. And you didn't think tackling would be an issue. It is, but it can get better. We'll see what it looks like. Week-to-week evaluation. That's the way I look at it.
It'll look really good this week.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, on that note, again, regarding the offense for Nebraska, again, the defense has been a concern for the Huskers against Illinois. But you mentioned, Bill, that Purdue has gave up 300 yards rushing to Oregon State. They did it to Notre Dame, too. 2 straight weeks of 300-plus rushing yards given up by Purdue's defense.
And you just so you know, you don't fix that.
You don't?
No, not when that means you're just bad up front. And so you have enough guys in the box. You'll play that. You'll play a 1-high concept to be able to do that. But you just don't fix that. Where all of a sudden it's like you can do some things in pass defense, but all of a sudden when you're giving up to Notre Dame, who couldn't run the ball really at all against Northern Illinois, and they scored 66 against them, and then Oregon State is not a good football team. And it's not all their fault because all their players left. They were good. Someone went to Michigan State. They all got in the portal and left. And then they went out there. Purdue should go out and a Big Ten team should beat the Pac-2. They really should.
They should.
And they went out there and they got hammered.
Got smoked.
And they got hammered. They just ran. They just handed the ball off, and it was probably like 8 yards a carry every time they handed it off.
I wonder what I'm looking right now at what Riley Leonard got on. Okay, he rushed. Oh, God, yeah, he did. Riley Leonard.
Quarterback for Notre Dame.
The Notre Dame quarterback.
The Duke transfer.
11 carries for $100 against Purdue.
Oh, boy.
He averaged 9.1. He was like Billy Sims.
He's not really a running quarterback.
No, not really. He's athletic. He's a big athletic guy.
When he was at Duke, he was known for having a good arm. He wasn't known as a running.
No. He was always an athletic.
Really?
Yeah,
is he a good runner?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. He got hurt at Duke. Had an ankle injury, I believe it was.
Okay.
He's 6'4", 216. He's about as big as Billy Sims. So yeah, there you go.
Out of the blue, I was thinking about this. NFL, or even NFL, must see running backs.
Henry.
Yep. And that's about it.
McCaffrey.
When he's
Can
healthy,
I give you McCaffrey?
He's not healthy, but McCaffrey.
Can I sell you McCaffrey?
Yeah, but you don't sell him like you do, like you do, say Barry Sanders.
Oh,
you don't sell him like an Earl Camp. You don't sell him like all these great.
He's tougher than hell, though.
There's you don't see must see running backs.
Who is it, Jake?
I mean, Billy Sims
right now
just must see. Earl Campbell, even in college and pro, must see.
What about Williams?
See, Derrick Henry, even right now, was not must see. He's getting older. He's still very good. Saquon Barkley was good for the Eagles. He's been very good.
Yeah.
Ben weighed in.
Is he must see?
No, he's
not
must see.
Ben, I'm going to say Saquon Barkley's not must see.
Yeah,
not
really
compared
good.
to the guys we're
not
talking
the guys we're talking
Barry
about.
Sanders was must see every time. I don't have that guy right now.
There's no one in the league where you just go, what is this guy gonna do?
Wasn't Williams the guy from Texas kind of must see?
Ricky Williams.
Williams.
For the Dolphins and Saints, he was very good.
Yeah. Oh, God, they don't. Where is that now? Where is
there's
that?
not must see. There's all the must sees now are where at quarterback and at receiver.
Jake, who is
I'm
it?
trying to think of a guy that would be must see at running back, besides McCaffrey. I think McCaffrey is that guy.
Yeah.
But he's hurt
That's
right
it.
now.
So Bill's right.
Ben, that could have been a take. You could have had that. We just got think
There's
about that
there's
stuff.
not. That's weird.
Nope.
No, there's not must see. I mean, like I said, when think of the running backs that we grew up.
Dickerson.
Yeah, I mean,
Must see.
Must see. They were everywhere.
Yeah.
They were everywhere. You go back.
Franco Harris. Must see.
The Juice.
I mean, he was.
The Juice was the-
people jump on you for bringing up OJ.
He
but
was must see.
He was an iconic figure.
He
was,
He
Jake.
rushed for 2,000 yards in 14 games.
Yeah, he was crazy good, and he was a big part of
Marcus
American
Allen.
sports. Yeah, Marcus Allen.
Must see.
Oh God, yes.
Let's try. I'm going
They
through all
go
the
on.
teams. There's not a guy right now.
There's not a
It's
guy in
must
the
see
there's
and
not a
running
guy
back.
in the NFL. Now I enjoyed watching Derrick Henry because it looked like talk about big horse
Mhm.
on Sunday against
He
the
looked
Cowboys.
great.
He looked great.
I happened to
Yeah.
watch that
Yeah.
game.
And so I'm so impressed with him.
Would you say at one point Adrian Peterson was
Yes.
must see?
Yes.
But that was
100.
but he's been gone for several years.
Yeah.
100.
He was a must see.
Yeah, he was must see. It's definitely in college. He was must see.
Now there's receivers that you don't have.
Tony Dorsett
must see. They go
Emmett
on
Smith
and on.
must see.
They go on and on and
Yeah.
on. You couldn't wait to see him.
Mhm.
And a lot of it came down to some that was strength and power, but there's a lot of make you miss.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders made some runs that there's nobody that even resembles it anymore. You don't see anything close to it.
No, it's weird.
Nothing close to it. So
It's
anyway.
a cool position too.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got a running back going, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, they got him going. He's in rhythm.
Bring back the elite running backs. Don't have it right now. What?
Mhm.
I don't know if it's going to come back anytime soon or not, though.
Hmm.
Who knows? When we come back, NFL Week 3 winners
Oh boy, this
and
starts like that.
losers.
Jake, you got the energy?
Oh, I got it. I'm
Yeah.
ready for
You
you.
ready?
I'm
Th-
ready.
This is your segment.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
this
coming
is-
up
this
next.
is yours.
Winners and losers next. Early break of the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings and Rings. Your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are out of the gate for September with a very special GMC sales offer. We must move out all new GMC truck inventory fast. So right now at Koppel, we are offering true GM supplier pricing for everyone. Yes, you heard right. True GM supplier pricing on all GMC Sierras. That's over $12,000 off on select models. That's GM supplier pricing, $12,000 off on Sierras. Do not wait. Stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We will get to winners and losers in a second for the NFL. Before that, quick plug for our friends in Holdridge at Score One Smoking.
Score One!
Chris has barbecue rubs and sauces for all your tailgate needs this fall and into the winter. Please go to score1smoking.com or check out at Score One Smoking on Facebook and Instagram.
When he
He's
was
the
at
man.
his competition in Iowa this week, he sent us a picture on Friday. Remember that, Jay?
I do.
I didn't get the picture.
Yeah, sent us a picture on
left out.
Yeah.
Sent a picture on Friday like that. He had the YouTube up, watching our show with meats on the grill.
Meats.
Did he really? Was he really?
Yeah, meats.
Thank you,
Yes.
Chris.
Yes, I mean that's
Is that his
just not-
name? Chris?
Yes, yes.
Chris
Nelson.
Nelson. That's probably why he doesn't send me anything because I don't know his name. Chris.
I know his name.
That might hurt.
Trevor, Chris. I mix them all up.
I wonder if anyone from Holder just text Shin Daddy at 402-360-0982.
I texted him during the break.
Did you?
I sent Shin Daddy a birthday
Did
text.
you text
during
him, Ben?
Ben, text him. Ben, text him.
Ben,
on,
we gave you the
Ben.
number 8 times. Do
Ben?
you know the number? No,
Ben.
you don't.
I'll
Yes,
read
Ben.
it. Yeah, read it again, Bill. You have
Ben,
it?
you're part of the show, Ben.
402-360-0982. Shin Daddy birthday bash today. And if you can somehow come up with an apple pie, anyway can get him an apple
Ship
pie,
him
that
an
would be
apple pie.
incredible. Ship him an apple pie. He would appreciate. He does a lot for us.
Ben, it don't mean
really
a lot
does.
to hear.
Yeah.
He knows who you are.
He knows Columbus too.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he knows Columbus very well, Ben.
Thanks
He does
to-
business in Columbus.
Yes, he's from Neely.
Thanks
yes.
to Score One Smoking, and also again,
Score
please,
One.
Please text Shin Daddy for his birthday. It is time for NFL Week 3 winners
here we
and
go.
losers. Let's fire this up. Here we go.
Go.
Winners and losers sponsored by our friends at Führer's Cheese Spread, available in most local grocers. The best thing for your tailgate, also not just Score One Smoking, but Führer's Cheese Spread.
D.
And Bill put it in his chili, right?
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
it's really good.
I've thought about that in bed before.
It's incredible.
Okay.
You thought about it in bed.
Yeah. I mean, I think about stuff like that. But then, is it really concerning? I'm thinking about chili and fears.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
Okay, keep
I do
going.
have, if you ever get a chance, I have a great dream to tell you about. Okay. And nothing to do with cheese. Just thought about it. Happened last night. It was one of the most bizarre things ever.
I want to hear it.
Okay, to the winners this week. The number one winner was actually last night. The Washington Commanders go on the road to a very hungry Bengals team at 0-2. Home game for Cincinnati. Quick 7-0 lead for Cincy. But the Commanders score every possession. They have 38-33.
Every possession.
Jalen Daniels, 21 of 23 passing, including the game winner on 3rd and 7 with the blitz coming to Terry McLaurin, 27-yard touchdown. He was fantastic. Commanders 2-1. 2-1. Cliff Kingsbury's offense looks pretty good.
Ooh, so Kingsbury's calling it? Kingsbury's calling it?
Also, let's bring that up. He called a brilliant game. And also, the quarterback matches him. It really does.
Good marriage?
I'm telling you, that there is a good marriage going on in Washington.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
interesting.
I see
Interesting.
it. It's gonna go.
You called that Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
You loved him last year.
He is fun to, and he ran the ball last night too.
Yeah.
He hit some big runs.
He's almost uncatchable.
God.
I mean, he had a couple. It is. It's unbelievable.
Better than Caleb Williams.
I think right now.
Yes.
I think right now, when you saw that game, the Bears right now are going like, "What did we do?"
Oh boy.
No different than the Panthers/Texans.
Yep.
Where it's like, what did we do?
Biggest winner again, Commanders.
Okay.
Number 2 winner.
Go.
Also, number 2 is last night. The Buffalo Bills. People said this was the year the Bills would fall off. They lost Stephon Diggs. They had injuries in defense. What have they done the last 2 weeks? They killed the Dolphins 31-10, and they beat last night the Jags 47-10. We mentioned earlier, Josh Allen and all the starters did not play the fourth quarter, and they still scored 10 more points.
Man.
It was 37-10 entering the fourth. They put up 10 with backups. On
47.
Joe Brady getting it done.
He is getting it done.
My old offensive coordinator.
He's the OC there.
OC, yeah. He was the co-OC at LSU for our national championship. Now he's the co-OC there. Yes.
The Bills are 3-0, and they are on a roll right now. Number 3 winner, the Vikings are a surprise 3-0, but they look really, really good. The Texans are a good team going to Minnesota. They got rolled 34-7. Sam Darnold looks like an MVP candidate through 3 weeks. He does. He looks like it through 3 weeks.
See, you just never know. You never know. You can't. That's the beauty of sport.
I'm going to say with sports, that's a story that really excites me. Sam Darnold does. Yes, he's been around, beat up.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, in the Vikings, and all of a sudden, it's like, well, what are we going to do? Nope, doing really, really
He found
well.
a groove.
The Vikings, Brian Flores, former Dolphins head coach, the defense is incredible right now. They are getting after everybody, getting
You
big
don't
picks,
have a defense,
sacks.
you have
Oof.
no chance.
They have one. The Vikings 34-7, 3-0 for the Vikings. They're playing, I believe, at Lambeau this week. Big game for the Vikings.
It just got real.
Number 4, speaking of Lambeau, the Packers with again no Jordan Love go into Tennessee and roll the Titans, who aren't very good, but still 30-14. They had 6 sacks. They were always pressuring Will Levis. Malik Willis looks like a good quarterback. He was not good in Tennessee. Matt LaFleur is a good head coach, a very, very good head coach in Green Bay.
Okay.
Again, no starting quarterback is out. Malik Willis says, I got you covered. We're good. We're good here. 30-14, Packers.
He was kind of ran out of the Titans, right?
He was. He was the third string quarterback.
From Liberty.
Yeah. The Packers get him, and he's looking good. Number 5 winner, the Steelers, also a kind of surprise, 3-0. Justin Fields has not been incredible, but he's been good enough.
Well, his numbers were pretty good this last week.
They were. The first 2 weeks, not great. This good last week, but the defense has been dominant for the Steelers. 20-10, they beat the Chargers. First loss for Jim Harbaugh this season. 3-0. Pittsburgh looks like they could be a problem, that defense, if they stay healthy again with Watt and Fitzpatrick and everybody. They're a good team.
Okay.
To the losers, this is the fun part, right? Losers. Who
Losers.
sucks? How about the state of Florida, number 1 loser?
Number 1.
The Bucks Dolphins and Jags lost by a combined score of 97-19 this weekend.
Ooh.
I repeat,
The
combined score.
What was it again?
The Bucks, the Dolphins, and the Jaguars lost by a combined score of 97-19.
Ooh.
The Buccaneers score surprised me the most.
27-6, the Bucks lose to the Broncos at home. That's a bad
that's
loss.
surprising.
Yeah.
Dolphins lose 24-3 at Seattle, and the Jags, of course, lose 47-10 last night to Buffalo.
That was at Tampa Bay?
It was at Tampa. That game was in Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Parker's covering. He's sending pictures.
Ralph got engaged, and it all worked out for him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ralph
He
got
did.
engaged?
He got engaged. This
How
past
did I not
weekend.
know this?
We didn't tell you.
I don't know.
that.
There was nothing on social media.
Not 75 posts or anything. It's been there.
I'm not on social media, but congratulations to the big man.
Yeah, he is engaged, and Florida had a very bad weekend, and my Dolphins included that. To the number 2 loser, that was a collective 1A, B, and C. The Browns were playing at home against the Giants, who don't have an offense, but Malik Neighbors showed up and played very well. Daniel Jones had a good game. The Browns lose at home to the Giants 21-15. So they beat the Jags last week, who, again, are lifeless, and lose to the Giants.
Do the Browns are the Browns basically a wreck right now?
I'd say so.
Yeah, are they a wreck at quarterback?
Yeah, Deshaun Watson had a nice opening touchdown, and he did nothing the rest of the game.
Okay.
So, yes, they are a little bit of a wreck right now. And they have a big contract that's guaranteed to Deshaun Watson.
Guaranteed.
A lot of draft capital given up on that trade,
Yeah.
to the Texans, who are
Yeah.
still winning from that one. Number 3 loser, I could put this team that won in the winners, but I ran out of space. The Raiders just can't have that big win against Baltimore on the road.
Yeah.
They
That's
come
your
back.
team, Sip.
They come back home and they play, which was the basically dead on earth Panthers. The Panthers put up 36 points with Andy Dalton replacing Bryce Young. 36-22. The game was never close. It was over immediately.
Oh God.
Panthers beat the Raiders 36-22.
That's a bad look also for administration, I guess, like that front office. That all of a sudden it's like, was the quarterback situation that bad?
For the Panthers.
Because Dalton comes in and makes him a team right away. They score 37.
36.
You know how hard it is to score in the NFL?
On the Raiders.
On
The Raiders aren't bad.
On the Raiders and on the road. And that's incredible.
It is. NFL's pretty unpredictable.
Number 4 loser. This is on Thursday night. Go back to Thursday. The Patriots had only about 81 yards entering the fourth quarter. They were horrible. The Jets win 24-3. Jets 2-1. Patriots now 1-2. Their one win against the Bengals in week 1 in
And they
Cincy.
didn't look good doing it.
They
did not look good doing it. We thought that earlier. They don't. That's going to be a long season.
Jacoby Brissett, no, not surprisingly, was not effective. Drake May had a nice final drive. Didn't do anything at all. Didn't have any points. But we'll see if Drake May gets to start sometime soon. But Brissett was not getting it done in New England. Last one, the Cowboys tried to come back. It was too little, too late. Cowboys fall at home. Second straight week. It's not bad to lose to Baltimore, but they were down 28-6 in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Lost 28-25 to make it look better.
The end of the game
was
was
it was entertaining.
really entertaining. It got also.
They got an onside kick.
I go once they got that. I go, okay, it just got interesting. Got very interesting.
Baltimore was 0-2, and you could see the pressure on John Harbaugh's face.
When the comeback started, his face looked like, oh no.
Yeah, you can't go 0-3 in Baltimore.
Oh no, that would be just bad.
Right. And you saw it. Like, you definitely see pressure on those guys' faces. I mean, it was, interesting.
Cowboys fall 28-25. Both they and the Ravens are now 1-2 after that week. And that is your week 3 NFL winners and losers. Sponsored by our friends at Hearer's Cheese Spread.
D
is a great person. She drops by with cheese all the time.
Text Steve Schindler, 402-360-0982.
There it is. I got it written down. I will send Shindy a happy birthday. Ben did. Thank you, Ben.
I sent it about 7:32.
Okay.
So he's got my text from me.
Thank you for your precision.
Yes.
You're welcome.
7:32.
Trying to be exact here.
Also, Steve brought something up also. Sweetness.
Oh, yeah. Peyton.
We're must-watch running backs.
Oh, yeah. Must watch.
We were talking about, like, Lydell Mitchell. Do people remember Lydell Mitchell?
I do, with the Colts. I remember him extremely well.
Tough inside.
Yeah.
Slasher.
Yeah.
He was a slasher. In our day, Jake, you can go on and on with great running backs. You could. Back in the day, you could.
And
must see.
And now you can't.
There's not
Not really. How about Jay's dad? Chuck Foreman.
Chuck Foreman.
Must see.
44. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, Chuck Foreman was a great. That was Marty's favorite football player, Marty Sipple.
Whose middle name is Bruce. We found out 2 weeks ago.
Martin Bruce.
Martin Bruce. So we got that figured out. Let's play the game show. Give us
we got a
right
game
now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today, we'll go back to a trusty topic. We've done all new ones today. College football stadiums. What schools play in these stadiums?
This won't be easy.
It won't be easy because here's why. He likes to mess with. The first question, layup. Our question,
no,
brutal.
I think the first question is the hardest of all of them today for the caller.
That'd be nice. We need that.
That's a hint.
We're 19 and 18.
If you think you know your college football stadiums, please call us right now at 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the down Sip and Bill and trivia on the week, you guys. 0-1, 19 and 18 overall, so still over 500.
Yeah,
barrel.
Bill, we got to pick it up.
Well, you missed a couple yesterday.
Yeah, you guys in position to win.
Bill,
we were up.
That was a rough loss. That was a rough loss yesterday.
I can handle criticism.
I knew all the answers.
I can handle criticism.
That was rough. We have Jay. Jay, how do you feel about college football stadiums today, Jay? College football stadiums.
We'll give it a shot. See what happens.
Okay,
All
Jay.
right.
Jay, thank you.
Bill, a lifeline for one question. As always, Jay, first question to you. What team plays at Amon G. Carter Stadium? College football.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
This is the hardest one of all of them. Amon G. Carter Stadium.
The Tulane Green Wave.
That's a great guess. I'm passing unless you want it, Steve.
No, pass.
Pass.
TCU.
Yeah, wouldn't it, give me about another 10 years. I still wouldn't have got it.
Big 12 team.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the lead, your first question: what team plays at McLean Stadium? Not Lane Stadium, but
I think
McLean.
I know that.
Go ahead.
Virginia Tech.
I said not Lane. I said McLean Stadium. McLean. You going Vodtech? No. I even said not Lane Stadium. McLean. McLean. Back to you, Jay. Do you want this or not?
We're going to hard pass on that.
That would be Baylor. Plays at McLean. Lane Stadium, Vodtech.
You know
McLean.
I had a pretty good, if I had to guess, yes. But
damn it. All right.
For the lead, last question, Jay.
It's a great game
tie.
so far.
Well, I can't take all the blame here. What
No,
team?
it's not on you.
What
Jay.
team plays at Nippert Stadium?
Nippert Stadium.
Nippert. Nippert.
I've heard of
Is it 2 T's at the end?
1 T.
Capital N?
Affirmative capital N. 5 seconds, Jay. 5. 4.
3.
The Oregon Ducks.
Oregon. They play at Autzen Stadium.
Okay, come on. Let's think. Let's think this through.
By the way, these are all Power 5
Let's
schools.
think this
Power
through.
5.
Here we go.
Nippert.
We don't have to guess.
No, I'm passing.
Yeah, okay. Tell me it's not Clemson.
It is not. It's Cincinnati.
Oh, how would I know that? No.
Well, they were in the playoff, but what, 3 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the reason they should know it.
It was on TV. A lot of games on TV. For the win, Bill is in play here. Bill's in play.
Okay, this is for the W.
Yes,
Bill win.
we could use this.
Yeah.
What team plays at Kroger Field at CM Newton grounds?
Ooh, CM Newton. That's a clue.
Kroger Field at CM Newton grounds. Power 5 school.
I mean, I think
If I coach there,
Bill's in play. I
think I know
I
this.
think
I
probably
know.
yes.
Hang on.
Okay, we can consult. 'cause
I'm going to guess Bill has coached at this
right
place
now.
before.
You're giving. Jay's
he's
going to be mad.
He's been many conferences. He's been all over the place.
That's what I wrote down
Oh,
too.
we both wrote down Vandy.
You would be incorrect. Do you want that, or you want to go to the tiebreaker, Jay?
What the hell?
We will go to the tiebreaker.
Bill, have you ever coached at Kentucky before?
Never have.
Well,
Sam
where-
Newton, that's Kentucky. What are we thinking?
Yeah.
Kentucky is the answer.
Yeah.
All right, this goes.
Wow, what's a sports show?
This
by
goes
the way?
to you. This goes to you guys, and you can use Bill here.
The caller and us are over.
This is a sports show.
On stage.
This isn't The View. I'm not Joy Behar.
Jay, you will go over under Sip's answer.
Yes.
Okay, Sip. What is the listed capacity of Kroger Field at CM Newton Grounds in Kentucky? Listed capacity.
We can converse, right?
You can. Yeah. You have not used Bill yet, so you can converse.
We'll see how close we get.
Go in between.
Crap. Okay, so
Go like
73.
Let's go 73.5.
73,500.
Okay, 73,500. Over under that for Kentucky's capacity at their football stadium, Jay.
66,000 came to my head, so I'm going under.
61,000 is their
small.
listed
Really?
capacity.
We were both way off.
Yeah.
Small.
I did. I thought it was like 72.
Small.
61,000 at Kentucky. So that's
Boy,
an
we're
0-2
19 and 19.
start to the week. Yeah,
19
and you guys are
19.
officially 500. But
Management's got its eye on us.
Yeah. They're watching us.
nice win, Jay. Congrats with your Bengals. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
It wasn't pretty. He didn't get a question right at all, but he still won
Still
the game.
won.
He didn't get a question right. He didn't get a question right?
No.
Great.
Which one do you regret not knowing the most?
CM Newton.
Yeah.
That was, you guys feel
CM Newton.
CM Newton. Why did we think Vandy? I don't know why we thought Vandy.
Okay. Well, there's always tomorrow. So
Yeah, sports. Sports.
it is a sports show. we'll do sports again tomorrow. It's fine.
We're going to
So,
do sports again tomorrow.
we are going to do sports again tomorrow. But that's it for us. Spillover's next.
Okay, Jay.
An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a few showers are possible this morning, but we'll see mostly sunny skies this afternoon and a high around 79. Tonight, mostly clear skies and calm winds, a low around 52. And tomorrow, we'll see lots of sunshine, light winds with an afternoon high around 81. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with AD, sponsored by our friends at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, One Love. We have somebody in the text line that has been critical the last day, and it's now on YouTube.
Okay.
You lost the game show yesterday, okay? And you asked the question. We were doing backup quarterback colleges in the NFL, right? Where they went to school.
Mm-hmm.
When you said Jake Haener and you guessed Washington, I said incorrect because he was mostly at Fresno State. He did go to Washington for his first ever season. So to Jake on YouTube and the text line, everyone said I'm trying to avoid confrontation. No, I see you. But I'm not going to give Sip the win there. Still giving him an L.
You didn't mention this in front of Bill, however.
I just saw it now during the break. It's just fired up during the break here on the text line. So I see you. I hear
it's
you.
tricky to do that player colleges thing in this day and age.
Oh man. Yeah, guys. Oh, that's a nightmare.
I have no idea where the kid went to school anymore, man. I mean, it's.
Or which one do they claim? I went to 7 schools. Which one do you say you're from?
Right,
though?
right.
Usually not 7, but 3 and 4 is definitely in play a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
So,
anywho,
you think what's going to be like in about 3 years from now?
Come on, AD. You're sounding
man.
old.
Oh, man.
AD, you're sounding like an old man.
Yeah, get out of my yard.
it's get off my lawn.
Stick with one school. What are you doing?
Get out of my yard. That's kind of a knockoff.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough. Well, Nebraska enters this week against Purdue. Again, we mentioned during the show that Purdue has given up 300-plus rushing yards in both of their last 2 games to Notre Dame and to Oregon State. Can Nebraska – what? You can't expect that from Nebraska.
No, because they don't run the quarterback. They don't run the quarterback.
Yeah. You know, Purdue is still a team, and I keep this in my own head. I don't look – I'm not looking past any team we have on our schedule.
Thank you, AD.
It's like we said it last week, the week before. The only team Nebraska should be worried about right now is Purdue, regardless of what Oregon State did, regardless of what Notre Dame did. Nebraska, how much they get on them, I don't know. Are they? Is their defensive line somewhat, pushed around a little bit as far as Purdue's? Yes, but it's like Nebraska's got their own things to worry about.
Right.
Worry about Nebraska.
I am. Oh God, Jake. I'll do this quickly. I'm not gonna.
Here we go.
Yeah, I get very annoyed by that discussion of it's just Purdue. Nebraska should have no problem. Really? We're doing that.
I'm not
still.
doing that either.
Is this 1997?
Yeah.
I mean, God dang. I mean, haven't we learned our lesson on that?
We have no just anybody on our schedule. We have to worry about the team at hand.
No, and that's no slight to the kids over at Memorial Stadium or the coaching staff. Rule would say the same thing. Like, why would you take anything for granted now?
Man.
Going on the road to play a Big Ten team, and you're saying, it's just Purdue.
And you guys, you know what? It's not just Nebraska. It's any college team.
Right.
Look at Notre. You think Notre Dame thought they were going to get boat raced by Northern Illinois?
No.
You think about that. You think K-State thought they were going to get, absolutely destroyed by BYU?
No, here's the deal, guys.
I mean, we can go on and on.
No, we can go on and on. Here's why you can go on and on. I had a Division I coach text me the other day. He said, after the top 12 or 15 to 45, teams 15 through 45 are about the same. Because there's not a big difference. So now I don't know that Purdue would fall into 45.
Right.
But I mean, how about they're in a 60?
Well,
they would be in the 60 because they're a Power 5.
Couple of spreads of interest regarding Purdue.
Spreads of interest.
So Nebraska started up as a 9-point favorite against Purdue. It's up to 10 now.
Okay.
10-point favorite. And if you want curious, hey, how does Illinois stack up against Penn State? Team you just lost to. Illinois, of course, is 4-0 at Penn State. Penn State is a 17.5-point favorite against Illinois.
That's a lot.
I'm taking a line eye to cover.
Yeah, hey, Jake, I'm with you on that. I'm taking a line eye to cover that, maybe easily.
They might win.
Right.
I mean, I don't think they will. They will push Penn State.
I would think. Isn't that a huge line, AD?
If it's a huge line, man. If I am Coach Franklin in Penn State, I'm thinking to myself, holy crap. You guys better be ready to play because the last thing that a Brett Bielema team needs. And those guys are athletes out there. 17 and a half.
That's a weird line.
Yeah, I don't get that.
That's a strange
I'd
line.
be shocked if Illinois did not cover that.
Me too.
Shocked.
It should come down. It might get to about 14 is my guess.
Let's not forget that Penn State struggled with Bowling Green a couple weeks ago. Right. Down at halftime to Bowling Green.
Penn State has not been a world beater this year hardly at all.
No.
Now,
Illinois has beaten 2 ranked teams this year, but they expect to go win this game, I would assume, on Saturday night in Happy Valley.
Yeah, the Nebraska spread is sort of perplexing to me too. That's a pretty big number on the road. Yeah, I don't. And keep in mind that Nebraska was a 10.5-point favorite at one point against Illinois. So these spreads aren't always right. I mean, Vegas knows I get all that, but they're not always right. And boy, that's a 17.5 spread.
Big. That's big.
That just sounds wrong.
Even just I'll ask you both of you guys this. Just talking with people, text line with former buddies, etc. It still blows me away in that you lose a game and the sky's falling.
I know.
I just want them to get to 8 wins.
I know.
9 wins. There's so much to play for still, and it blows me away. People like the sky's falling. This is going to happen.
They lost in overtime, AD.
Yes, we don't know any of that stuff. That's why it's week by week. And you know what? If something crazy happens at Purdue, you still got a chance to get that eight games in there. You don't want to lose those games.
They lost
you shouldn't lose to Purdue. You should have lost to Illinois. Let's be honest with it. But everything is still right there. And this is a team, literally, that lost for a month straight last year. A month straight.
It was now what it speaks to, AD, is expectation. And it's not just outside, external expectation. There's a pretty high expectation within the
internally.
Program. Yeah,
absolutely.
So they didn't expect to lose this game.
And shouldn't have.
It's a bit, no, they shouldn't have. And it's a bit, so it's a jolt in that regard.
And I like that jolt too.
I
Steph.
kind of do too.
I hate we had to lose to get that jolt. Yeah. You know, I wish it could have came down to maybe we squeak it out in overtime. It's like, hey, you better wake up. But I think the jolt, which we thought was, earthquakes have like aftershocks. I wish the UNI aftershock would have been a little stronger. A little stronger. However, now you felt the full brunt. What are you going to do with it?
Right. I think that there's some sentiment out there among people I talk to is that the defense maybe was reading its headlines a little too much, about talking about being the number one defense in the country.
But they looked like that through 2 games, though. I mean, against Colorado, they appeared to be a top defense.
They did.
So it wasn't like they've been bad all year long.
No, that's a good point.
2 weeks, they played incredible defense.
They played really well.
And then they dropped off the last 2.
That's right. So what is it? So which is it? Is it the Colorado defense?
Right.
Or is it the Illinois defense? Because the Colorado defense was really good.
Pick six,
Rule has
sacks.
Rule has sort of made reference to these things in that they really got up for the Colorado game.
Yeah, there was a lot going into that. And there's a lot of things that were not written, if you would, that got the players hyped. There were some personal things that were said after that Colorado game last year, to where the players, I think, entire staff, would be honest, took note of that and it took it personal.
They put a lot into it. Like Illinois put in a lot into this Nebraska game because of what happened last year.
And all they kept hearing, though, was Nebraska. So
hey, you know what it speaks to, AD? Maybe the way Nebraska had a letdown after Colorado. Maybe Illinois have a letdown.
They could. They very well. That's the beauty of college football too, though, man.
But the thing is, they're not playing a bad team. It's hard to have a letdown when you're playing against a top 10 team, right?
Well,
but you're not playing against Northwestern. I can see them having a letdown there and say, "Oh my God, what a bad loss that would be."
But AD played, so he understands. Letdown maybe is the wrong word, Jake. Just not being quite as up.
I'll tell you a perfect example. 1992, we went through a barnstorm of teams we were beating, and we lost to Iowa State.
Oh, I remember.
Remember that?
Yeah.
All week in practice, Coach Osmore's telling us, fellas, they're not just going to lay down. We're thinking this is Iowa State,
right?
And sure enough, they punched us in the mouth.
Yep.
And then we woke up again and, took care of business. But we lost that earlier game to Washington that year, then lost to Iowa State. And those letdowns, if you're not careful, and I'm going to say this too, guys, there's only so much the coaches can do.
Right.
They can't. They can coach angles. They can teach angles. They can teach both hands on the ball. Eventually, as players, you have to execute, man.
Yeah.
There were so many poor angles taken on Saturday night. On Friday night, it was insane. The same guys weren't doing that 3 games before.
Right.
So at the same time, coaches can only do so much. Coach Osborne can only tell us so much. Yeah. Guys, Iowa State. We're hearing it, but it's going in one ear out the other.
Right.
Unfortunately, sometimes you got to get burned by the iron to realize it's going to hurt.
Right.
That's
a good point.
That is it for us to drive with Raf, AD, and Amon Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate